What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 1 of the podcast that now has a name. It's not episode 2, it's episode 1. Uh, this is officially Wrestling with Games. I like that name. Do you like that name?
Ironclad with games.
Ironclad with Games. Okay, so this is officially Ironclad with... No, I'm just kidding. As I move away from the menu here. Let's stay there the whole video. I don't like that. Oh, there we go. Okay, it disappeared.
I have a choice.
Alrighty. So we're already off to a rough start here. So we got a lot to cover this week. Tons of gaming news. Has there been a lot of wrestling news?
Other than Daniel Bryan finally getting a match at WrestleMania, that's about it.
Did he get a match?
And
What match is he
Stong.
in?
And Stong returned.
And Stong.
The generic version of Sting.
He came in and he stung everybody. What match did Daniel Bryan get?
The Intercontinental Champion ladder match. He's finally official in it.
Oh, they did add him to it? Okay.
Yeah, he's number 7 in it now.
Number 7.
Number 7.
And we're also going to run down our top 5 games of 2014 that we enjoyed. Both of us, 5 each. So it's a top 10 actually. I'm sure that we'll have some crossovers, so it actually won't be a top 10. But I think we should start.
Your top 5. Okay, I was about to say if it's top 10, I'm screwed because I only did 5.
I only wrote down 5 too. So yes, this is not a GameStop receipt. Okay, so let's wrap up some news here. Are you ready?
Yes, do it.
So of course the first thing, the big thing I think this week, since we recorded episodes. What?
My top 5 paper just like went behind my TV.
Go ahead.
I should have remembered.
You can go ahead and get it. So the big thing I think this week, of course, would be the confirmation of the game that we all knew was already happening. Titanfall 2 confirmed. Not only confirmed to be multi-platform. Because the first game wasn't multi-platform. It came out on PC and on Xbox. That's multi-platform.
Microsoft's eyes.
Well, that's because Microsoft has Windows. Really? Really?
I think you should go outside and just go start chokeslaming some kids and get it over with.
I think I need to. Okay, so Respawn founder and CEO Vince Zampella, who you guys might remember from Modern Warfare 2 fame, with that whole big fiasco. Did I just lose my podcast partner?
No, I'm still here. I'm looking for my little.
I'm having a podcast with a chair.
Yeah.
I'm podcasting with Marcus Phoenix.
Before we start, I got the new gamer tag for Chad.
We did start.
Well, before we get into our discussion, rather, Mike Quackenbush, it fits.
Mike
15 letters. I will make it for Chad to have a new account.
You checked to see if it fit?
It is. 15 letters long.
So Vince Zampella confirms that Titanfall 2 is in development and will be released on multiple platforms because the last one wasn't, apparently. It never did come to PS4. That's what they're getting at. But I've been hearing that the sequel was going to come to PS4 since before the first game came out.
Well, yeah, they confirmed that it was going to be exclusive to Microsoft's Xbox One for the first game because...
Well, it came out on 360 also.
Well, yeah, but that was later, though. They kept pushing it back on purpose. I
also think it was done by a different developer.
Blue Point Games.
Yeah.
But my belief was that Microsoft gave Respawn dev kits early for them to start making prototypes in the game, but Sony wouldn't give them any specifics on their hardware, so they decided to go with Microsoft since Microsoft was more open about it. That's from what I read. How true is it? But who was the guy that was Vincent Zampella, and who was the other guy?
Oh shit, I know this. It was Zampella.
He looks like a fat Al Snow. Seriously, think about it.
Who was
he left Respawn to be with his family, and nobody knows what happened to him since.
It was West.
Jason West or something.
Jason West. There we go. I could not
Right.
forget that first name
But
out. I
seriously, think
kept wanting
about
to
it.
say Frank West.
Look at that picture of him later. He looks like a fat Al Snow.
I just recently saw him on Twitter. Oh my gosh. Um, did we discuss last week the petition to get Modern Warfare 2
Yes,
remastered?
we did.
Did
Yes.
Did you read the petition?
No.
I went and signed it. I read what the guy who made the petition wrote. He signed the petition to go to Activision CEO and then Infinity Ward CEO Vince Zampella and Jason West. I'm like, they're not fucking there, dude. They
That's
left
not gonna
after
end
that
well.
game was made.
But seriously, I'm surprised that we did not get a Modern Warfare Collection HD remastered for Xbox One yet. Because knowing
Yet.
how Activision would throw it down our, oh, here's 3 games for $60. Replay your youth. Well, yeah, they can make $1 off you. They will do it.
Replay your last 10 years.
But back to the Titanfall thing. We all knew that Titanfall 2 would not be exclusive. But I do wonder if Microsoft is going to make some kind of deal with other DLC coming first, like they do Call of Duty, or if the game will launch first on Xbox One. But I'm very interested because EA said they were happy with the sales figures of Titanfall, but they never gave you a specific number. Because we know the Xbox One install base before Christmas was still pretty low.
Oh yeah, before
I'm guessing that the
this
that didn't
came
sell that
out
well.
back before they even had like the Connectless Xbox, so
Yeah.
sales were very, very low, very low. Which I mean,
For every 25 PS4s, there's maybe one Xbox.
yeah, something like that, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, all seriousness, yeah.
It's still kind of like that. If you go look at the
Well-
sales figures now, Sony's like up above like 20 million.
I don't
and
see.
Microsoft is like they're like just hitting 12 million.
I just don't get how it's still selling as rapidly as it is.
People are just eating that thing up, man. I'm telling you. Like I said last week in the podcast, Sony is they're the darling for this generation.
But I look but the tides eventually could change because remember towards the end of the last gen, remember how everybody and their grandmother had an Xbox 360, and then it's gonna make PS3 started outselling the Xbox at the end every month. I look for that to eventually start happening to where everybody's gonna have a PS4 and everybody's gonna go for Xbox One.
PS3 eventually caught Xbox and passed them.
And Nintendo was just
right
like
there at the end. Well,
Yeah.
Nintendo was fucking way
Nintendo was like, I'm not worried
nobody
about
was
you
catching
bitches.
Nintendo's ass.
Yeah, Nintendo's like, I'm not worried about you bitches. I'm out of here.
Nintendo's like, I'm gonna go sit on my fucking $100 billion from the Wii.
And then they lost it with the Wii U.
Hey, don't talk about Wii U. I'm gonna own one of those.
Wii U like to play. Hey, if Reggie Fils became a playable character in Mario Kart or Super Smash Brothers, I'd buy one.
God. Fucking Reggie. Okay, so Titanfall 2 confirmed, multi-platform, no mention of a release date or anything like that.
Alright, do you think it's going to have a campaign in it this time, like a single-player campaign, or do you think they're
I
going to stick
hope
to the
so.
multiplayer?
That was like the big thing when it came out. Like everybody was like, "Oh, it's only multiplayer. We're paying $60 for half a game." But the
I think
multiplayer
that-
was solid though. It was a
Yeah.
solid multiplayer game.
It was very balenced. That's the thing. It was extremely balanced, which shocked me.
It was
but
way
my
better
problem
than
was-
Call of Duty.
My problem with the game, though, they should have had an offline mode where you could play with bots at least.
They didn't.
No, you
I
can't.
never
no,
tried.
No, like if you can't connect to the servers or if you don't have Xbox Live Gold, you can't play the game. Period.
That sucks.
It kind of reminds me of Mag from PS3. Did Mag have an
that was
offline
not
mode at all?
That was not a good game.
Well, see, I never had a PS3, so I
That
couldn't-
game sucked, man. Sorry to any Mag apologists out there. Sorry, not sorry.
Mag Remastered coming to PS4. I'm calling it now.
Oh my god, I hope not. Well, no, Zipper. I don't think Zipper's around anymore. The people who made
Him and THQ is going to make a love baby. It's going to be Zipping
SOCOM.
THQ.
THQ.
No. Go back, look at it, and point to it like the WrestleMania logo. You gotta
Oh,
make
yeah.
it heroic. You're going to it.
I'm going to SOCOM 4. So the next piece of news that's not Titanfall this week, Ubisoft announces a closed alpha registration is now open, which is confusing because it's a closed alpha, but it's now open to register for Rainbow Six Siege,
For consoles or just PC?
but only on PC.
Oh, well, I'm not interested.
I'm very interested. I just haven't signed up yet.
I would rather be more interested in the Division.
But they did release some specs for those that need or that want to sign up for the PC beta. You need to have at least Windows 7
That ain't gonna be a
or
problem by
higher.
summer.
Uh, you need to have an Intel Core i5 2500K or an AMD FX 8120 8-core processor. Your CPU speed needs to be 2.6 gigahertz minimum, 3.3 recommended. I know this is probably all flying over your head.
All I know is probably going to look like a PS2 game.
No.
Look at Watch Dogs.
What the fuck?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It'll be downgraded. It'll look beautiful at E3, and then when you get it later in the year, it's going to look like a PS2 game.
Fucking Ubisoft. You need 8 gigs of RAM. You need a GTX 670 or an HD 7970 / R9 280X with 2 gigs of VRAM. Those are your minimum specs. So if you guys want to sign up to that, you can head over to... it actually doesn't list a website. It gives me a link, but I can't click the link because the IGN app on
Just
Android
Google it.
sucks.
You can just Google it.
No, hell no, I'm not going to
But
Google it.
if you want to play on maximum settings, you just play it off the Sega Dreamcast.
Dreamcast Master Race, people.
Hey, I had one of those. Those things were epic.
I did not have
Especially the memory card.
I was done with Sega after the Genesis. I never had a Saturn. I never had a Dreamcast. Nothing.
I had the Sega Dreamcast.
My friend Chad swears by the Sega Saturn like it's the greatest thing ever. Nope. There's a reason Sega died, people.
Because nobody could get out of Tiny Town to buy one.
I'm not gonna touch that.
God, I love you, buddy. Here's to you.
Alright, so... Ooh, that smells like vanilla.
This
You know-
podcast is brought
you know,
to
from
you by
3,000 miles
unofficially-
away.
Officially, unofficially, Coke Zero Vanilla.
From 3,000 miles away, it smells like vanilla. The Bloodborne dev, which I believe is a PS4 only game,
Yes.
confirms new game plus mode. This was a slow news day this day.
New Game Plus mode?
Yeah, new game plus. You don't know new game when you beat the game, and then they have this like new game plus mode where you can go through and it's like harder challenges and the enemies are tougher.
Just call it like extra challenges. Why do they call it New Game Plus? It's not like they're giving you like a new
Because
campaign.
it's the same challenges. They're just harder.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Just give us another difficulty.
Have you never played a game with new game plus?
No,
You never played like Batman Arkham City?
I never played a Batman game, no.
What the fuck? This podcast is over. I'm trying to think of something else that has New Game Plus. There's a lot of games that have it.
I think a Dreamcast had it.
But they invented that shit. That actually wouldn't surprise me.
Like a Dreamcast.
From Softwares, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's name because it is very Japanese. He says that, yes, there will be a New Game Plus mode. We're having trouble beating it, though. So when the developer is having trouble beating the mode, you know you're in for a fucking shitstorm. Because this game is made by the people who made Dark Souls,
But there's a problem
and that
though.
game is hard as shit. What's
The
problem?
developer doesn't have to worry about anything because they can turn God mode on. They're done.
Well, that's true. So aside from that, so in the month of February, the Nintendo 3DS sold nearly 395,000 units.
Is that when the refresh came out?
Yeah, the new Nintendo 3DS came out that month. It came out February 13th.
Oh, okay.
New 3DS is up 130% more units than the original. Just running through the news here. So the new Nintendo 3DS XL, which is the one that came out in February, for the month of February sold 130% more units than the original 3DS sold when it launched back in 2012. Um, but total sales are up 90% since the same period in 2014. So it's looking good for Nintendo. I bought
For a
one.
change.
Yeah, totally. For a change.
For a change, because I mean, we know the Wii U's they're drowning, but since they got Amiibo now, they'd be like, oh, we'll put a
The
Mike Tyson
sun is like
Amiibo out.
coming in really bright on me right here. I'm looking white as
Because Reggie Fields just
shit.
turned the heat up to like bless you now.
I need to like try to turn the like close the shade.
Reggie Fields is blessing you.
Ah, that didn't help at all.
If you bash Nintendo, will get dimmer, so then you can
Oh, if I
don't do
bash
that.
Nintendo, it gets dimmer.
Yeah, because see, Reggie Fields, this like see his ego is like is inflating right now, so it's getting brighter.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Let's see. I can't really think of anything to bash Nintendo about. Nintendo, your gimmicks are stupid. Stop it.
And it's not stupid gimmicks. I'm just tired of going out to every store and seeing 80 gazillion Peaches, Mario, Luigi,
The
Amiibos.
amiibo, yeah.
It's everywhere. I was in the toy section at Walmart the other day, and no lie, I found Mario, Peach, Amiibos. Like people were hiding them, thinking that they're going to restock them.
hmm
It's that bad.
They are definitely the hot thing right now. Um, so I actually have some amiibo sales figures for you in this article too. They have sold a total of 3.5 million amiibo.
That's at like $13 a head if you think about
hmm
it.
For every game sold that they support, people have bought 2.5 figurines on the average. So that's a lot.
Yeah.
Um, the Wii U sales have gone up too. Compared to February
Yeah, cool.
2014, February 2015 was up over 20%. Which 20% of what 30 consoles sold.
Nintendo sells at
You
least
see how the
one
light
Wii.
dimmed?
Nintendo sells one Wii U. Sales are up already 10%. Sell two, it's up 20. But here's an
Oh,
interesting
man.
thing about Amiibo. What do you think is more successful, Disney Infinity or Amiibo figures?
There's really nothing to do with Amiibo right now, from my understanding.
Well, Amiibo
There's
is only
not a
being
lot. There's
incorporated into
not a
so
lot of
many
games that
games,
support it.
but yeah. But what do you
Well,
think is
at the same
what?
time, though, I think there's only one game that Disney Infinity supports.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
what do you think
Disney
is
Infinity.
which one do you think is doing better overall, Disney Infinity, or do you think the Amiibos are doing better?
I think Disney Infinity. It's on more
I think the
consoles.
Amiibos are.
Well, Disney's on more consoles though. It's on like every console.
Yeah, but out here, like it was never as hot as Amiibo. Like Disney Infinity, my stores always were fully stocked with every figure, regardless.
Yeah.
But like my Toys R Us would have like a
Well,
wall
people
view in
are
the back.
just there's people out there buying freaking Amiibo that don't even have like,
Yeah,
a game to
it's
play it on.
let me
It's
put it
just
this
the
way.
collectibles of them.
I was thinking about buying one or two of them, just like because I like the idea of them how they look in the packaging, like the
hmm
display, like not open them, but just like hanging them on my wall.
Yeah,
But at the
totally.
price point, I can't justify it.
Yeah, they're expensive, man. I'd
That's what
check
I'm saying.
Amazon if I was you.
I just don't think. I think that Disney Infinity was okay, but I think Amiibo is a better idea, and I think that they're selling a lot more.
I saw
It'll be
Disney
a better idea.
Infinity on clearance at Kohl's. You know what Kohl's is? Do you have Kohl's out there?
We have Coles out here, yeah.
I saw it on clearance at Kohl's. I was like, oh damn, if that's cheap, I might buy that from Xbox. It wasn't cheap. The clearance price was like $75.
Is there anything cheap at Coles?
Not really.
Exactly. Thank you.
I went that was the day that I bought my Nintendo 3DS. Okay, and I walked in. I was like, oh fuck, they have games here. I've been
Yeah,
to
you didn't know
Kohl's
they
in
sell
like 5
games?
years.
Yeah.
I rarely ever go to Kohl's.
Oh.
That's more of my mom and my sister's store. I'm more of a Walmart, which is right across the street. But I saw they had some games. I was like, oh fuck, do they have games? I went over and I saw some 3DS games. I was like, dude, Lego Batman 1. This has to be cheap as shit. I'm gonna buy this. So I go to get a price check. It was like $25.
Yeah.
I was no.
Yeah, but you gotta look at like they have like a sales thing above it, and it'll tell you the price of it. It'll tell you how much of a discount and what the price is afterwards. So you probably would have been lucky if you got it for like $22 maybe.
Well, that was the price at the register. I went and price checked it at the register.
Oh, okay.
So that was like the full price. I was like, no,
No
put
dice.
that shit back.
It's like you can keep your shit.
You can keep your shit. I don't want it. Um, so I have some more sales figures to throw at you, but they're not Nintendo this time. It's actually Xbox One sales figures. Xbox
What was
One
the Connect? It hurts.
Xbox One hardware sales see 84% increase month over month in February of 2015.
Isn't that when they brought back the
84%.
deal? Isn't that when they brought back the
I
price
think that
cut?
came back in January.
I thought it came out February. Maybe late January, early February.
Price goes down, sales go up. That's the under title of the article. While PlayStation 4 topped the MPD hardware sales charts, which I don't have those figures, Microsoft is boasting the Xbox One had a record February in 2000, or in the United States, because let's be honest, it's not selling anywhere else.
No.
It's
Microsoft's not
not.
hasn't done well overseas ever, have they? I don't think the
No.
360 did well.
360 and Xbox One have been freaking abysmal anywhere but the U.S. U.S. is kind of like their place, and then Sony's like fucking huge over in Europe. Like you wouldn't believe they're fucking huge over there. And of course in Japan, but I mean I think Nintendo kind of has Japan on more of a lockdown than Sony.
Rumor is Sony's executives go to hospitals as women are pushing babies out. They hand them a PS4. Here's one for you, and money for you. Install base is growing 10 baht a day. Think about that.
I will dream about that tonight. In addition to those sales figures, Xbox Live users spent an average, or on average, 74 hours on the service throughout February.
On average per person?
On average, like total. Like 74 hours per person throughout the month of February on average. So there's a low end of the average and there's a fucking high end of the average.
Let's see. On low end, I marathon Malcolm in the Middle nonstop. So let's see. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. It sounds about right.
I have checked my most used app on Xbox One with the hours that I put into it.
YouTube.
Huh?
Yours is probably YouTube.
It is YouTube.
I thought so.
This blew me away. I checked this with my friend Patrick on Xbox, okay? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
His numbers are in the white, mine are in the blue. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Let me tilt it here so you get a better view of it.
Yours is 247 hours?
240. That was... It's gone up since then. This was on March 12th. I checked it.
How can you
247 hours spent on YouTube.
I cannot use YouTube on my Xbox One, and it annoys me.
I have not played a game on Xbox for like 30 hours yet. My YouTube my Xbox is just a YouTube machine, I guess.
That's what you bought it for.
I bought it to watch YouTube.
You will not play games. You will stream YouTube.
I bought it to watch YouTube. I spend a lot of time on YouTube, man. Every time I walk in my room, come home from work, I'm like, fuck, man, I'm about to eat dinner. I'm just like, Xbox on. Oh, I better not say it too loud, actually.
No, my Xbox didn't say anything.
But mine.
Oh, that's true.
But then I'm just automatically like, go to YouTube. And it just... I have certain people that I subscribe to on there that I watch like constantly. Big fan of Game Grumps. I don't know if you know Game Grumps.
No.
You're pathetic. I take that back. You're not pathetic. So Xbox set new records, quadrupling global gaming hours on Xbox One and Xbox 360 in February 2015 compared to February 2014. So the numbers that people spent playing games in February 2014 quadrupled in 2015.
You know why?
You can also attribute that to new consoles being sold.
It's new consoles, but then again, yeah, I'm not going to go there.
What?
Nothing. I'm not going to touch it.
Touch it.
No.
Whoa, that didn't sound good, but feel free to touch anything you want, man. Not anything. This is a YouTube show. So sales figures aside, we got a new character confirmed for Mortal Kombat X. Do you know who it is?
Is it the guy from the comic book?
No.
Oh well, he was also confirmed.
Well, this was on Friday the 13th.
Jason Voorhees, he's in the
Yeah.
season pass.
Oh, is he in the season pass? I didn't even read
Yeah,
that.
that's not what you get him if you buy the season pass. He's like the character you get with the season pass. Like, you know how WWE
yeah, the combat
2K15
pack.
you get Paige?
Yeah.
That's how you get
Oh
Jason
my
Voorhees.
god. We're going to touch on that in a second. I am
Yeah.
fucking furious.
I know, because I got rid of my copy.
I am furious as shit with them right now. So yeah, they confirmed Jason Voorhees, a lot like Freddy Krueger was in Mortal Kombat 9. So that's all about that.
Do you think they're going to do an exclusive character on Xbox One and do an exclusive PS4 character, or do you think they're not going to touch that this time?
Game comes out in April. I think they would have announced it already.
Well, I'm just figuring, who could Microsoft put on their side? Like,
Oh, you mean like a character from that console?
yeah,
Oh,
because
Master Chief?
I could never see Microsoft put Master Chief in a game like that, because when
That's
Gears of War
true.
3 was coming out, but Rob Ferguson from Epic Games actually asked Microsoft's permission to put Master Chief in it, like as a
Really?
multiplayer character, and Microsoft flat out refused because they said that they
What if
didn't.
Gearbox got in any trouble for putting that power armor in Duke Nukem Forever?
I have no idea, but
I wonder if they got permission for that.
wouldn't it have been awesome if they would have went to Activision and they would have put like Captain Price or Sid McTavish in as a playable character?
And Mortal
Captain
Kombat?
Price would have been a beast. Could you imagine Captain Price being in Mortal Kombat?
So, one of my favorite games from last year on PC is getting ready to come out on Xbox in April.
Watch Dogs
No.
with upgraded graphics.
That's an upgraded graphic. The next gen version. We're finally getting it.
We're getting the E3 demo finally.
Yeah, right. Do you know what it is?
Alright, it's a game that came out on PC last year and it's finally coming to Xbox this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's Goat Simulator!
It is! I love Goat Simulator.
I was only doing this shit to giggles. I didn't think that's what it was.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Goat
Only sold on
Simulator
the
is...
dashboards, I'm assuming.
Goat Simulator is fun as shit, man. You'll like it if you pick it up.
I saw it, saw it at Target. I think it was like $20.
It's good for a lot of cheap laughs. So let's get into this WWE 2K15 drama. These fucking bastards. So right now, if you go to Amazon, GameStop, Best Buy, Amazon Canada, and EB Games, and you pick up WWE 2K15, they will give you the $25 Showcase Season Pass for free.
You mean the cut content?
Well, not all of it, because they fucking don't allow us to add our own music to the game.
Or when we go to customized wrestlers, they don't save it and it makes it as a created character slot.
Isn't that what it's
Fuck that
supposed to
game.
do?
Every game, the previous WWE games, when
Wait, back up. Isn't that what it's
Alright.
supposed to do? What are you talking
No.
about?
But let's see, this was 2K15. When I played 2012, no 2013, or I remember I got it and if I wanted to change like I tried to make Evolution era Randy Orton, so I'd take his tights and make them red with white outline instead.
Mm-hmm.
It would save his slot, so like the primary color would be red when he'd come out. But in this one, you would do it. They would be as a custom wrestler instead now. Like they wouldn't have their theme song. You'd have to reset all that stuff.
Now I know.
To me,
what you
that
mean.
was the
Okay.
biggest crock of shit. That was like the lazy man's way.
Now I know what you mean. Okay. I thought you meant like if you make a created character, it saves it as a created character slot. I'm like, what
No,
the fuck? That
no.
doesn't make any sense.
I mean, my God, right now we have like 5 Alberto Del Rios, 8 Kanes, 17 Randy Ortons,
17.
25 Triple H's. I mean, we don't need that many characters of the same people.
Well, it's all because of those showcases that they do.
I mean, right now we got 8 pictures and they're all in the same singlet.
8 bitches. Wait, you
Big
said eight
shows.
big
I said
shows?
eight
I
big
thought you
shows,
said
and
eight
they're all in the exact
bitches.
same, and they're all wearing the exact same color singlet.
Yeah.
It's just his facial hair is lighter, lighter, darker, lighter. You know.
So this is only a 2 week thing, but it's bullshit, dude.
You're alienating everybody who's bought the game.
Yeah, and everybody who's bought the season pass. I almost bought it like 2 weeks ago.
See, it's like it's like a can of worms because look at the Titanfall season pass, for example.
Well, they gave
That's
that to
now
everybody.
free. That's now free
Like
for
forever?
everybody. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, it won't be priced anymore. It's free for good now.
Oh, it's free for good now.
Yeah. So see, that's a shitstorm starting on. I was on the respawn forums, and people on there are pissed because they bought it and they think they should get reimbursed now.
Well, see, it's been like a year since
Yeah.
Titanfall came out.
And WWE just came out in November,
Yeah.
so because you get the full,
Like
you get the full show.
if you wanted to play Titanfall's DLC, you already bought it. Like, let's be honest.
I bought one of the DLCs. And I'm not complaining.
But like most people that play that game, they bought that season pass when that game came out.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
So
but
you shouldn't be reimbursed for something that you bought a fucking year ago.
no, but why should I spend $60 for a game and then spend an additional 25 for extra content that the game? Like to me, Titanfall was a good value when it came out because I mean, again, they did give you a ton of multiplayer maps in the game. Like to me, even without a single player mode,
It was
did-
especially
to me,
good
it did-
value for me because I only got it for $22.
Well, but what I'm saying is, it didn't feel like it was bare bones when it came out. Like they've added
No,
stuff
not
over
at
time
all.
for free. Like they added new game modes. They re-added stuff. So I mean, the good thing is it didn't feel bare bones when it came out. From WWE 2K15, I felt the game was extremely bare bones when I got it.
Dude, that
I
is
was
my
actually-
biggest disappointment that I purchased
To me,
on Xbox.
it was one of those games to where I mean, graphically impressive. It really is. I mean, the new character models, top
It
notch.
looks great, but it plays like shit.
It does. It's just, it's to me, it was not worth a $60 title.
Not at all. And that's how much I spent on it.
When I'm in the character select screen and you got two Alberto Del Rios, you got two Randy Ortons. I'm surprised you didn't have Kevin Nash, and then beside him have Kevin Nash with a torn quad.
That
I'm surprised
doesn't
they
even
didn't go that
bother me.
route.
That doesn't
Huh?
even bother me.
To me, that was the lazy way out because they didn't feel like, I guess, upping the character, like scanning people into the game.
It's
But
a
think about-
problem,
now you,
but it's not why I don't like the game.
that's why I didn't like it because I felt like the content was just not there.
I think that game plays like shit.
It felt rushed.
It felt very rushed. Like they made it in like 5 months.
They actually made it 3.5 months.
Wow.
They just took TNA from
They actually made it in
360.
3 minutes.
Now, actually,
Oh,
what
I
they
just
did,
made
they
a
just
3-minute reference.
Here comes Rosie and Jamal.
Rosie and Jamal.
But that was my problem with it. I mean, it's even the story mode. How nothing was accurate. That's the problem. Like sometimes like CM Punk was in the right tights, and like I'm going to use that for example. Like at Money in the Bank, he was in the right tights. But Randy Orton in the career mode, like when you were doing the Triple H versus Shawn Michaels saga, he's in black tights. It's like, but if you go back and redo that Raw, he was either in red or purple. Like nothing was actually physically. And the stuff was
You wore
not
red
accurate.
tights?
Back in Evolution days.
That
He
goes
wore
all the way
colored
back to
tights.
Evolution?
Triple H versus Shawn Michaels in 2K15 was Evolution. Remember?
No,
You had to
I
fight
didn't play
Ric Flair.
that one. I only played the John Cena and CM Punk one.
Oh, see, I played the Shawn Michaels versus Triple H one.
And it goes all the way
I
back to
played
Evolution?
No, I didn't play that one. No, I played the CM Punk versus John Cena one, and I couldn't figure out how to do the dive with Rey Mysterio out of the ring, so I got pissed, quit, put it on eBay, and sold it.
That's what I'm saying, man. That game plays like shit.
It's so glitchy, but that's my problem. But now they're rewarding people. Oh, it's WrestleMania week. Go out and buy it, and we're going to give this to you for free. But yeah, you're alienating all your
Is that
early
why they're doing it?
adopters.
Because it's WrestleMania?
I'm assuming, but think about it.
Fuck that.
They're screwing the early adopters who bought it, had the faith in them. Blind faith.
They're screwing the people that bought it a week ago.
Yeah, because when you buy the Christian versus Randy Orton pack, you get another 3 Alberto Del Rios.
Alright, so before I completely bash this company into the ground.
And I'm sorry, and you get now you get an exclusive character named El Patron, which is Alberto Del Rio again. So you'll have 8 Alberto Del Rio characters by the time it's all said and done.
So a former, and the title of this article totally threw me off when I first read it. But a former Call of Duty designer has returned to Infinity Ward. You would think like Jason West or Vince Zampella.
I thought it was
But no.
I thought West was going back. I'm like, he's turning heel and he's going back to Call of Duty. I'm like the fat Al Snow's returning.
So nearly 5 years after departing Infinity Ward, former lead designer Todd Alderman is returning to the company. Who the fuck is Todd Alderman?
If I would have remembered him, I would know, but I have no idea who he is.
I know two people from
After-
Infinity Ward, and both
He's
of
an
them went to
afterthought.
fucking Respawn. So yeah, he's returning to the company. I don't know why I've thought that.
Is he going to make a difference? No, because Call of Duty Ghosts was shit.
Exactly.
That game was enough.
I want to know
Terrible.
how come Treyarch's game hasn't been announced yet.
All right, here's the interesting thing.
All we got was
I thought
that
they normally
2.
announce it in May.
Do they announce it in May?
I always thought they did.
Because all I've seen so far is that 2 that they teased.
People swear up and down it's going to be World at War 2.
That's
But
what I
want-
keep hearing.
But I want another Black. I like the idea of Black Ops with shit.
The old
Forget who
guy?
the main villain of it was.
The villain
Yeah,
for Black Ops.
for Black Ops 2. I can't think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But he was a beast.
I haven't played it since it came out.
No, but remember at the end of the game, he goes that he'll be back.
Did
Like,
it?
because there's multiple endings for the game. There's some where he escaped prison, or you could kill him at the end of the game.
Oh, well, what about the people that killed him though? That wouldn't make any sense if he came back.
There's so many times that look at Captain Price. He died in Call of Duty. Call of
give you
Duty
that.
2, and he came back. He
I'll
died at
give
the end
you
of Call of Duty 4. He came back. Al Snow's Pepper died and came back.
So, Pepper. R.I.P. Pepper.
Look, seriously,
What? Oh, yeah.
doesn't it look like Al Snow?
So in Europe, I don't know why this pertains to us, but in Europe, Dark Souls 2 is now coming April 2nd.
Took him long enough.
It's coming to next gen consoles if you didn't know. And
Yeah, I
the sun has come back out. So
Reggie feels
Reggie's
belief in
ego
you.
is fucking. Yeah, it's called Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. So it's not Dark Souls 2 Remastered. It's not Dark Souls 2 HD.
The only sin of the game is that it's coming back out again.
hey. Dark
I never
Souls
played
2.
it, so I can't comment.
It's hard as shit.
Here's my problem with these remasters. Like Devil May Cry did it right, $40. Saints Row did it right at 50 because you
No,
got the
Saints
game.
Row did not do it right because that game was not remastered.
Well, you got the DLC with it. It's like the DLC was like $20. So think about it. The game would have been 30, but with the DLC it's 50. So 30 plus 20 is 50. So I mean,
Yeah,
you
you can buy just the game. You don't have to buy the DLC.
No, I mean, don't to play the DLC. Do you have to buy the main game?
I think it's standalone.
But the main game is $30 by itself. But
Yeah.
the DLC is 20, but you can bundle it together for $50. But Devil May Cry did it right at 40.
Mhm.
I think it was 40. I think. But it's just like some games like Sleeping Dogs. How they come out and they want like $50 for it again. It's like I played last gen. I got it free with Games with Gold. The game sucked then, and it's going to suck now. There's only certain
Dogs
games
wasn't
I
that
would pay.
bad.
All jokes aside, if they announce the Gears of War trilogy or even a Gears of War at E3, even if it's a remastered one, I'll pay $60 for it because at least I know I'm gonna get my money's worth back out of it.
Even if it's only one game.
Yeah, I would seriously.
See,
I
but
am one of the
that's
sheep.
that's how people are though.
I'm a blind sheep. I will follow.
Like,
if it's Gears of War, I will follow.
Everybody complains about like all these remasters and stuff we're getting, but then they follow it up with like, but if they release like Mass Effect remastered, I'll totally
Yeah.
buy it.
But
Like,
here's how I look at
everybody
it.
just
I don't
wants
have it-
their favorite games remastered. That's how everybody's is
Well,
about it.
But there's a difference I look at though. I had to get an Xbox One. I had to get rid of my 360. So think
Did
about I miss Gears of War because that's one game I played almost daily.
You can borrow mine.
Oh.
I don't ever use it.
No, but you know what I mean.
Oh,
Though.
it'd be sick
You
as shit if
miss.
we like edited in 360 in your hands.
You know what I mean though. You know how you get rid of something, you miss the games, but you'll wait.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
what I'm saying. I can't justify going out and buying another Xbox 360 and getting a copy of Gears of War 3 just to play it.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I would
Yeah,
totally buy Gears of War remastered.
as long as King buys it though, for you.
Yeah, as long as he buys me the Gears of War 2 portion of it. So, $20. Um. So yeah, it was supposed to come out April 6th, but in the UK that falls on a holiday, so they pushed it up to the 2nd.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'll catch up here in 1 second. I gotta check something.
Take your time. But IGN has said that I'm talking directly to you guys now. IGN has said that they don't know about the US date getting pushed up at all. Well, we're running into some Nintendo news here coming up next. Nintendo had quite a big week this week.
Sorry, I just had to make sure everything was alright. You know how it goes.
Yeah, totally. I got you.
The light on because it's getting dark. Let there be light, Jesus!
Ah, Reggie's ego.
No, where's Undertaker at? Because I want Undertaker's druids to carry me back to my chair.
They're too busy pushing Bray Wyatt out. So we got some Nintendo news. Are you ready?
Yes.
We got 3 articles from Nintendo, right in a row. The first one is probably the most shocking. Nintendo has already announced that they have the hardware concept for their next generation game platform.
And here's the breaking news.
The NX.
It's gonna be called the Wii U 2.
The Wii U 2. The us.
I just hope they actually name it something different to where people know it's not a glorified Wii U.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think we know if it's a handheld yet or not.
I don't know. Here's the thing. Nintendo.
I can't see them coming out with a new handheld already.
No, but if the Wii U is still struggling to catch on, they're going to need to abandon ship eventually. But here's the problem: will Wii U games play on it? Can they capitalize where they're not going to lose a lot of money? But again, they've probably already lost enough to where they can cut their losses and continue.
Well, so far they're the only ones this generation that have backwards compatibility. So they have that going for them.
That's a lie.
How's that a lie?
The Sega Dreamcast.
Xbox One and PS4 have no backwards compatibility, which
The Sega Dreamcast does.
It makes perfect sense
Actually,
for the
you're wrong.
Xbox One.
The Xbox One has backwards compatibility. If you take your HDMI cable and you put it in the back of your Xbox One from your PS4, Xbox 360, PS3, you can stream it off there. So that's backwards compatibility. Boom, bitch, is mind blown.
I saw somebody in one of the village groups playing his PS4 through his Xbox.
Jimmy Wendell?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. He's just the one I would think he would.
It was somebody else.
This is what Jim would say. Yo, Morky Miss, I'm streaming my PS4 through my Xbox One so I can play my Xbox One through my PS4. I'm like, Jim, what are you talking about? And then I'll get confusing.
So it's called so far it's called the NX. Don't spit Coke all over your Kinect.
It sounds pleasant.
It sounds pleasant. The NX.
It sounds very pleasant.
What is that?
Word of the day is pleasant.
Pleasant.
Very pleasant.
Very, very pleasant. Nintendo is expected to reveal more details next year.
At E3, Reggie's gonna come out and go, Nintendo NX out bitches, and that's all that's gonna happen.
And you can buy it today.
And Reggie goes, and if you pull out your smartphone today, the lights will go out, and when he comes back in, he's nowhere to be found. There's Bray Wyatt cutting a promo on Nintendo.
Speaking of smartphones, that was a great segue right there.
I knew where you were going, that's why I did it.
Nintendo to develop smartphone games featuring Nintendo characters? Characters. That is the new word of the day. Pleasant characters.
I'm calling it right now.
Nintendo characters.
You know what will be the best-selling game on mobile from
Mario.
Anything that has either Princess Peach Rosalina with massive boobs.
Massive boobs.
Because everybody will be stroking their chubbies as they're playing off their smartphone. You're welcome. I said chubbies.
So Nintendo is teaming up with a Japanese mobile gaming company called DNA. That's D-E-N-A. 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 Okay? But the E
Classy.
is lowercase, so it's D-N-A.
Sounds classy.
That's classy. It's very pleasant to say.
Extremely pleasant.
And they're going to be making new games specifically for smartphones starring Nintendo IPs.
You know why they're doing this?
Because people
bringing
have been
back
asking
their
them to
Wii U
for
losses.
years. Their Wii U losses.
They're doing this for the Wii U losses. Because Nintendo said they would never do. I always thought they said they would never do handheld, but now they are. Like do cell phone stuff. Now they are all of a sudden. So it must be pretty dire.
So this is what is replacing Nintendo's Club Nintendo that closed down.
But here's gonna be an interesting theory: are the games only going to be exclusive to a certain? Are they going to be? Is it going to be on a Nintendo? It's weird to say, but how Sony had their exclusive phone where you could play PlayStation mobile games.
Mm-hmm.
Will Nintendo have their own exclusive phone like that?
I doubt it.
Or will you be able to play a Nintendo game off of Android, iPhone, and Windows Phone? Because we know Microsoft. We don't want.
I don't know about Windows. That'd be crazy shit though. Playing a Mario game on a Windows phone.
Phil Spencer would pull out his Windows Phone and he'd be sitting there playing Mario, and then Master Chief would come in and with guns blazing kill Mario and be like, "Yeah, bitches."
Yeah, bitches.
See you at E3.
So this isn't the service that's replacing Club Nintendo, but they're coming out with a service that's replacing Club Nintendo. But it has to do with all of this.
You know what they're going to be doing instead of Club Nintendo now?
Stuff. Huh?
What you're going to be getting now from Club Nintendo for your coins that you get from your games?
Mm-hmm.
GameStop is sending back the massive, and I'm talking about massive amount of stock of used Wii U games. So that's what you're going to be getting Wii games in return. So all 800,000 copies of Cooking Mama you see at GameStop, 20 coins. Cooking Mama for you. Cooking Mama for you.
Everybody gets Cooking Mama. So the third article. Whoa, that was weird. Nintendo. Oh, IGN put the Nintendo logo and then they took the NXT logo from WWE and just got out the T, so it's just Nintendo and then the NX.
That is an insult to WWE NXT.
It's an insult to NXT. Let's be honest. It's not an insult to WWE. WWE is an insult to WWE.
WWE is an insult as its own. NXT is far superior than
NXT is the shit.
You know why? Because everybody has shovels on NXT.
So the final article from Nintendo is that they aim to release their first smartphone game within this year.
But that will get pushed back to early 2016.
To late 2016. So yeah, that's, I believe, all the Nintendo news. Yeah.
Do you think the first game will be a Mario title, or do you think it's going to be like something off on a side title?
I think you got to come out strong, man. You got to come out with the #1 player.
Is it going to be something stupid like Mario Runner? Something that's going to be so pointless. Probably Flappy Bird.
Like that Temple Run
Princess
game.
Peach.
Flappy Bird, Princess Peach, Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look where all those assets came from.
So we'll see where it goes. But oh no, they'll use Flappy Bird, but never mind, because that's where I just thought it just clicked. The fish from Flappy Bird came from Mario, so there we go.
The pipes that you were going through.
I never thought about it. Mine is blown right now.
He got rid of that game from the app stores because he was upset that he got people addicted to his game.
I think he was afraid of lawsuits.
He didn't want to get sued by Nintendo. That's the God honest truth. He was upset that he got people addicted to his game. Motherfucker made like loads of money off that game.
So what did he do?
That's bullshit.
He took his couple million or whatever, how much he made. He got to a bomb shelter and he hid for months.
So EA files a trademark for something called Unravel. No, you haven't heard about this?
No.
Apparently they filed a trademark application for something called Unravel. A trademark's filing was spotted by NeoGAF, which, like
Let me put it
always...
this way: nothing gets past NeoGAF because trust me, they lay on the computer all. It's like a security team. They lay on trademark websites just waiting for something.
Yep.
They're vicious over there.
I'm trying to figure out why they're. This article is like loaded with like Bethesda stuff.
The reason why it's going to be called Unraveled because after E3, everything's going to unravel for EA, and they're going to need a security firm to protect them, like J&J Security.
So here you go. This next article is exclusively, not exclusively. This next article is for Chad, for no specific reason why. Microsoft announced today, yes, today, that the Windows 10 upgrade that you're supposed to get for free,
Yeah.
it's also going to be free for pirated Windows users.
Does Chad have a pirated version?
Everybody I know has a pirated version.
I don't.
Do you have a PC?
I have one. I have a PC that's not even hooked up, and then I got a laptop in the closet. I got two of them in the closet, and we got
Which version of Windows do you have?
everyone in the house. Mine in my closet has XP. The ones in the closet have one has XP, one has 7, and the one upstairs has 7.
7 is the shit.
So yeah,
8 fucking sucked. I just love how it's Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10.
Microsoft's like, it don't matter if you're pirated. We're going to bless you anyway. You come to our side.
Microsoft can't count for shit. Well, I mean, Xbox 360, Xbox One. So they announced that. Yeah, they just announced it.
I think it's a good move if they want to bring everybody into the same ecosystem. Because I mean, again, for the first year, it'll be a free upgrade for everybody. So again, if Microsoft really wants everybody to be there, it's a smart move. But I mean, again, at the end of the day, this costs them though majorly. Because you got your diehard Microsoft fans that would jump in an instant. What's really going on at Microsoft? You'd be there. You'd be going like this.
I'm getting my upgrade, son.
You'll do that to upgrade, and then Microsoft goes, no. You're going. You have your ironclad fist going on.
Ironclad. Yeah, I that blew my mind when I read that. That is unbelievable. You're gonna give your new operating system that you're gonna charge for in a year to people that never bought your operating system. That would be like if I don't even know. If I hacked my 360 and I played like burn games on it, and then they came out and said that if you have a copy of a burn game, they'll send you a retail copy of it for free. Like, what?
You and I both know you would not leave the house still because you know they're coming after you. It's like a trick. It's like, here, you want a free sealed copy? Just find it here. And when you get there, boom, they got you.
It's all a trick. This is how they're gonna catch everybody. So we have one more article of gaming news for this week. Do you have any idea how long we've been recording?
Right now it is 7:15 on the East Coast.
We've been recording for almost an hour?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What, you thought it was longer than that?
No, I thought it was way shorter.
Oh.
I thought we were only like the half-hour mark.
No, not yet.
So the last bit of news for this week, gaming related, is that Microsoft is launching their Xbox Music integration with OneDrive.
That was today. They announced that today. Well, they announced it a while ago, but it went live today, I think.
Well, I saw it on IGN when I was gone, so I just saved it.
Oh, and we're gonna push this out that Fruit Ninja Connect 2 came out today too.
It came out today?
I think it came out today, and it's $14.99.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's arrived on Xbox One today. It's $14.99.
I
But if I'm
gotta,
going to pay 14,
I gotta
and
go
it's
buy
four
it.
players.
I gotta go
It's four
buy it.
players on one screen. So like, if you wanted to play with your nieces, you all could play at one time, a four-player co-op.
Nah, fuck that.
But
It's just for me.
I'd rather buy that Ori and the whatever that game is with
Ori and the
that big
Blind
look.
Forest.
Yeah, that looks really good. I've heard very good things about it.
I'm gonna pick up both of
and, a,
those.
and a comment for a Fruit Ninja thing. Somebody wrote, "Seems fruitier."
Seems fruit. Fruit Ninja 2, now fruitier.
That should have been the tagline. With more fruit.
More fruit. Double the fruit.
Fruity.
Half the fun. Starting today, you can upload your music files to Microsoft's cloud service OneDrive and stream the tracks via Xbox Music. The process seems fairly simple and will allow you to add music which may not otherwise be available on Microsoft's streaming platform.
Because they don't want to pay for it.
When are we going to get the fucking ability to rip our CDs on our Xboxes?
Never.
This gotta come eventually, man.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
I'm surprised we got screenshots before that.
Well, but then again, no one if it's been requested, Phil Spencer said everything is being taken into,
Well, I've looked at the thing.
Yeah, so again, I
The
think it'll
website.
happen eventually. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff on there that I'd like to see done.
They need to fix the achievement system first and foremost.
So you don't need a paid Xbox Music Pass subscription. The cloud streaming option is free for all OneDrive users. However, if you are a paid Music Pass subscriber, you'll receive an additional 100 gigabytes of storage on your OneDrive account. So, I have no idea what the fuck the OneDrive is.
OneDrive is it's like where you can put your photos, Word documents, and stuff. Windows Phone has it to where like if you take a photo, it backs it up automatically to the cloud for you on OneDrive.
So it's just the cloud storage?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
It's like the cloud up in the sky. That's where all your thoughts and memories go.
Why don't they call it the fucking cloud then?
It used to be SkyDrive. Then they had to rename it to OneDrive.
That makes more sense. Sky, cloud.
Well, they had to rename it. There was like a lawsuit.
Call it the cloud drive then.
It was a real treasure back in the day.
That's very pleasant.
It's extremely pleasant.
So you can stream MP3, M4A, or AAC, and WMA files from OneDrive's music folder to Xbox Music on any Xbox 8.1 device. I fucked that all up. Windows 8.1 device. Any Windows 8.1 device. Windows Phone 8.1, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and web browsers. Unfortunately, it would appear iOS and Android users are out of luck for the time being.
But we all know they'll eventually get catered to. Because Cortana from Windows Phone will be coming to iOS and Android.
Android.
Windows.
Yeah, and who downgraded their Windows?
I was so pissed off with the tech preview. No,
Yeah.
that was not happening.
I didn't have to down... Oh, you know what? We missed an article.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
We missed one of the most important articles of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, EA has brought out a new game this week.
Battlefield Hardline.
Battlefield Hardline.
And it looks like an Xbox 360 game and a Sega Saturn game.
Well, I mean, besides that. It has suffered massive DDoS attacks on Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yes. You know why?
Why?
Because EA is constantly voted the world's most shitty company.
Of course they are.
And those hacker groups just love to fucking... Well, it's not even a hack, really. It's just a denial of service. But, yeah. So, Visceral Games is apparently working to resolve it. This apparently doesn't affect the other console.
The other console, which will not be named.
I was going to say the other consoles, but then I remembered it's only on one other console, so I had to cut that short. It doesn't affect PS4, apparently. We are aware of hashtag BF Hardline connectivity issues on Xbox One. We've got our best on it and hope to resolve soon. Thanks for the patience. meaning, fuck you, we weren't ready for this game to launch. It launched broken, just like every other EA game. Hashtag deal with it.
They're probably thinking, bitches, we had to fix Battlefield 4 for you, so you guys to deal with it.
They didn't have to fix Battlefield 4. DICE did and never did.
I got the rubber banding was just so brutal.
Dude, that game was brutal.
As generals would say, that was bullshit.
So that's all for the gaming news this week. So far. I guess I could refresh, see if anything's popped up since then.
Oh, we can do our top 5 games of 2014 before we go on to other things since it's gaming.
I was going to ask if you wanted to do that.
Like a Dreamcast.
Apparently Final Fantasy 15 demos are popping up on eBay.
Instead of somebody buying...
What the fuck? Are you serious? You can already pre-order Nintendo's NX.
Not surprised.
That's a fucking article.
You know what
EB
Nintendo's
Games
NX
is
is?
already taking pre-orders.
You know what Nintendo NX really is? It's just a piece of paper.
It's a piece of paper where you have to draw your game character. It's a fucking flip book. God, do you remember flip books? Our childhood was so primitive.
Here's the thing: kids say think that they have. They're like, "Oh, we have it so bad." It's like, bitches, you guys have iPhones and Android. I'm like, we had flip books. We wanted to talk to our friends. We were sent outside to go look for them. We didn't have phones to call. You know, we had phones. But it's like your mother was like, "You're not going to call. You go look for them."
Like they were lost.
Oh, I was like, "You go look for them."
We had to go look for them. So yeah, besides that, I did want to click on this article. IGN, I don't know if you know if they do that. Do you go to IGN a lot?
No, once Game Over Greggy took the axe, I'm like, Game Over IGN, I left. No,
yeah,
all jokes aside, I don't go to IGN anymore.
No joke, for real. They do like the daily deals every day. And then they have like the deals of the week section. But apparently the deals of the week went live today, and you can get 4 terabytes of Xbox One compatible hard drive. I want to look up the price real quick, because... Oh, there it is right there. And it won't let me click the fucking link. Okay, so if you're watching this, go to IGN and check out their deals of the week. You can get the price off there. You can also get Xbox Live right now a full year for $37.
$37.50.
I might actually do.
Treat bitty.
Okay, so I've got my GameStop receipt. Yeah, I got the joke.
Treat bitty. Damn you, monster.
Great segue. How should we do this? Should we do like one by one?
Yeah, you go and start your number 5, and you.
Are yours in order?
Yeah, I have mine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay, give me a quick second. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, mine's in order. Alright, so should we do 5
We'll
to
start
1?
like number 5 and go up.
Okay. So my number 5 is Far Cry 4. No, I should preface this. This is our list of the games that we played last year. It's our top 5 games of 2014. I know we're a little late, but the podcast just started. So these are our top 5 each games of 2014 that we played. These aren't like games that we didn't play and we just heard were good, and yeah. So my number 5 would be Far Cry 4. Do you agree with that at all?
I haven't played Far Cry.
I loved Far Cry 4. It was more Far Cry 3, which I loved dearly, and that was back before I hated Activision. Not even close to Activision. Ubisoft. It
Did
was
you
back
finish Far
before I
Cry
hated
4?
their guts. I have not finished it yet,
No.
but I will, and I still love it.
My number 5 title for 2014 is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Fuck that. Fuck
Hey, the
that.
campaign. Hey, I actually enjoyed the campaign overall. Hey, it was so much more superior than Call of Duty Ghosts, and I actually like the multiplayer. I mean, again,
Everything was more superior than Ghosts.
did you really want me to put Max Curse of the Brotherhood as number 5?
Actually, yeah.
I liked Max. Max wasn't bad, but still.
So, is that all you have to say?
That's what I'm saying about Call of Duty.
Okay. Well, my number 4 is the funniest game that I played in a long, long time. And that would be South Park: The Stick of Truth.
It wasn't a bad game. It's just I'm not a big fan of the whole RPG thing.
Yeah, but I love South Park, and I love RPGs. I almost put Dragon Age on this list.
Hey, come on.
A
I
lot of
quit
lot
when
of
the
people
little
are
gnomes would kept resurrecting themselves.
a lot of people are gonna bash me for not putting Dragon Age on this list, but I don't know.
Uh-uh.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint y'all. I probably shouldn't have said it. It's not on this list because now everybody's tuning out.
Everybody's like quitting. It's like X. On number 4,
What's your number 4?
you're going to hate me. Watch Dogs.
Oh God.
I didn't. Watch Dogs? I know. Watch Dogs got a lot of shit. It didn't look that good on the consoles, to be completely honest. But I mean, I actually enjoyed it somewhat. The story was just so you could see where they were going with it. There was no surprises, except for the Asian guy at the end. I kind of saw that coming.
Spoilers.
I thought you already played it. But I think that was my main point of it. But I mean, I did like the DLC. The only DLC I played was the add-on with T-Bone. I like that.
Yeah.
T-Bone was a beast with his dreads.
T-Bone was awesome.
T-Bone
T-Bone
was
made that
awesome.
game worth playing. Aiden Pierce
Yes.
did not.
So that was my number 4.
So we're on to number 3 now. So my number 3 is a game that you've never played
Oh.
because it's a PS4 game. And because it was a badass PS4 game. And that was Infamous Second Son. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people said the story was weak. I'm not disagreeing with those people. It wasn't the greatest story I ever played. It probably wasn't even the greatest Infamous game I ever played. But it was a lot of fun running around Seattle, fucking shit up, picking, do I save these people or do I fucking murder these people? I murdered a lot of people.
You just murder them. They're not worth saving.
I took the evil side for sure. But yeah, that's my number 3. I loved it, and as soon as I get a PS4, I will rebuy that game.
My number 3 is a game I played on Xbox 360 in 2014, and I played on Xbox One in 2014.
Oh shit.
Number 3 for me is Tomb Raider. Loved it. It was, to me, it was one of those. It's one of those gems that everybody should have played. And with it being free with Games on Gold, what was that, like last month, or is it month? I think it was this month, wasn't
I
it?
think it's this month. I think it's
Yeah.
right now.
If you didn't download it, that's your problem because the game was excellent. I loved it.
The only thing I have to say about that is if it's cool because it's free, but I wouldn't recommend playing.
Because it's free.
No, I love Tomb Raider. It's a great game. It's awesome that it's free, but I wouldn't recommend playing it on last gen hardware. I would recommend playing it on either PC or current gen if you have the means to play it. It's cheap. I got it for like, well, I actually got it for free because it was a buy two get one free deal, but I think it was like $18 at GameStop for the definitive edition. So great pick, and I completely forgot about that game. Otherwise, it probably would have been on my list. My number 2. Holy shit, we're running through this list.
Honorable mention goes to everything that hurt Laura in the game. That could be its own game, is all the stuff that hurt her.
Dude, those fucking death scenes are so brutal. Like the one with the spike that goes through the fucking...
Okay, WrestleMania time. I'm gonna go get on that couch. I'm gonna fall and hit the floor, hit my head off there. And Laura's like, oh fuck, and then she gets up and then she walks around like nothing ever happened. It's like, sell it.
Did you do the death scene where the spike went through her fucking?
No, I did
No,
not.
oh my god, dude! I almost fucking vomited when that happened. That was so brutal. I loved it. I almost want to go through that game again and just die everywhere that I can, just to see what happens. Because it seems like everywhere that you can die is a new fucking death scene.
Yes. I think they spent more time on death and death scenes than they did anything in that game.
It reminds me a lot of a shitty game, but Jurassic Park the game. It was one of those Telltale games. You know, the ones that made Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But like, you almost wanted to die in that game because watching the dinosaurs like eat your character was just awesome.
All because Clementine will remember that.
Yes, Clementine will remember that the T-Rex stomped on you. Fucking Clementine. I wonder if we're ever gonna get season 3. I can't see them not doing season 3. Just
season 3 will come and she'll have a bong and she'll be like pregnant.
If you played season 2, I don't know where
I haven't played it yet, but I know it happens.
I don't know where they could go from there for a season 3
I wanted
those
to buy
characters.
it. I wanted to buy it. I hope they put it on sale again soon because I really wanted to buy it. I just didn't have the money at the time to buy it.
I picked up the bundle that was season 1 and 2. It was like $20 for like both of them together.
Yeah, and you know what I bought instead of Clementine? I bought Connect Sports for $10. Trust me, that is the worst $10 I've ever spent in my life.
Dude, you should have got Sniper Elite 3, man.
No, tell me.
That game is awesome. I shot a dude in the testicles.
And you're probably proud of it.
I am proud of it. I got points for it. I got extra points for shooting his testicles. I put the video up in my friend's feed, so I'll send it to you if you haven't seen it. Anyway, my number 2 is a game that I don't think you've ever played. Because it hasn't. I don't believe it's come out on Xbox yet. Or PS4.
Did I say this one earlier?
What?
When we were going over our list, and I said exactly what it was.
No.
The game.
Wait, what did you say?
I can't say it until you say it.
There's no way that you called this one. Just say it.
Goat Simulator?
No.
Okay.
No. Oh fuck, did we mention that?
What? Coming to Xbox?
Yeah.
No,
yeah, we mentioned it. Yeah.
We did?
Because I called off that article. Yeah, Goat Simulator is awesome. No, it's Shovel Knight.
Oh. Okay.
I played it on PC because I think right now it's only on PC and Nintendo consoles for some weird reason. Like it's only on like Wii U, 3DS, and PC right now. I believe. I haven't double checked that, but I think that's the case. I'm gonna double check that right now just to be sure.
Shovelware, isn't that the one that Battletoads is coming to later? Shovelware?
Shovel Knight, you mean?
Oh, that's right. Nah. I gotta turn my cam off for 1 second. I'm still here though. Is that because my dad's gotta come in? So.
Oh, okay.
I'll be here. No, I can still talk though. It's just he's nosy. I'll just turn my cam off. I'll still be here. I'll still be talking.
Well, I'll stay on the cam. So, nice avatar, by the way.
Isn't that my Xbox? My Xbox gamer pick.
No, your Xbox gamer pick on mine is your avatar.
Oh, cool. Is that my Cold Armor one?
On here, it's it looks like a Halo character.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
So what was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, I was gonna see what Shovel Knight was. I don't think it's come out on current gen yet.
Oh, we didn't talk about Rock Band 4.
We talked about that last week, didn't we?
I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause we talked about how I threw my instruments away like a week before they
Oh,
announced
that's right.
it.
That's right. That's right.
What a fucking idiot. Me, not you.
You threw them away with in a fit of rage.
No, it was just like, I'm sick of looking at these things. I'm gonna throw them away. Okay, so April 21st, Shovel Knight comes out on PS3, PS4, and PlayStation Vita. No announced date for Xbox One yet. But yeah, it's been out since June of last year on PC and Wii U and 3DS.
Damn, it's cold.
But yeah, that game was awesome. Great indie game. Are you cold?
I am freezing.
It is hot as shit here.
Well, here's the thing. We've been in the 60s and 70s out here for the past like a week or two out here, and now we're getting a snowstorm on Friday. So it's like it just shows it's cold. Because I don't have no heat in my room at all.
You know how people say like California has like crazy weather?
You haven't been to West Virginia.
You guys have some fucking weird ass weather.
I know.
Alright, so my number 2 is Shovel Knight. What's yours?
My number 2,
Mm-hmm.
Halo: The Master Chief Collection.
Oh my god, that's
Even though
cheating.
it's broke, the campaign overall though, like because again I got to relive Halo 2, and Halo 4 in my opinion is the spectacle.
It's the what?
Spectacle of them all. Halo 4 is the best of the best.
The best of the
Yeah,
best?
I mean the matchmaking worked at points. It was broken at points, and it's still broken at points. But all jokes aside, Halo it was great going back and playing Halo 2. It really was. I mean, again, for the value, it was worth $60.
I played the first 3. I think I talked about this last week when we were talking about Master Chief Collection. I played the first 3, but it was all co-op, and I never paid attention to the damn story. So that's why I bought Master Chief Collection, was to go back and... Did you freeze?
No, we're here.
Oh, because you weren't moving. I was like,
I'm gonna be like,
his camera froze.
I was gonna be like Bortis Clay and be like, you have to dance.
So you have 2 number 1s.
I do.
So why don't you call off one of your number 1s, I'll call off my number 1, and then you call off your other number 1.
Alright. My
Whichever
first number
one you
1,
want.
as a physical single player game, I'm gonna go with Sunset Overdrive. To me, Sunset Overdrive to me is the reason why you buy the Xbox One. I mean, the campaign was great, the humor, everything was wrapped. The game was just great. It didn't take itself seriously. I feel it's what Microsoft needed. I really do. I feel it's like something that was needed. But will there be a second one?
Will it be exclusive?
But on the Insomniac forums, they've already ensured that if a Sunset Overdrive 2 comes out, it will stay on Xbox One because it'd be the same deal as Resistance and Ratchet and Clank is with PS. It'll always stay on Sony consoles.
Why is there a movie coming out for Ratchet and Clank? I don't know. I never got into Ratchet and Clank when I was younger. So my only number 1. This isn't so much like my game of the year, but because I just ranked them real quick on the show. But my number 1 for last year would be Wolfenstein.
Really? Which I just
a
started,
game
by
that
the way.
You just recently picked up.
In which you scored my beta token.
Oh shit!
By the way,
I said shit.
Trash.
Okay, I don't agree with that at all. That is not endorsed by this show.
Oh.
Those are your opinions only.
And my number 1?
No.
Prepare for Titanfall
alright.
2. Prepare for Titanfall.
Why do you have 2 copies? I mean,
Get
I
that
know
auction
why you have 2 copies, but like, what are you gonna do with the other one?
Give it to Brad.
Good choice. So yeah, I picked Wolfenstein because it was a fucking awesome shooter. It was way better than that 2009 reboot that they did. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. It was like a one in like 2009 or 2008 or something that was just horrible. It was just god awful. And this one just fixed all that because this game is, you will see what I'm talking about. This game is badass.
The first mission kind of irritated me, like in the airplane.
Well, like I said, get past that part and the game fucking picks up big time. Big time. So you picked Titanfall.
Loved for multiplayer. That was my game. It was
So you
balanced.
did
I
like
just
a
loved it.
you did like a multiplayer and a single
A single
player.
player, yes. Because Sunset Overdrive's multiplayer it's just chaos mode. Trust me, there's not much to it.
Kind of like Titanfall single player. Or campaign,
Because
I
it's
should
not
say.
exists. Because it
There's
don't
no
exist.
single player.
No.
I should say campaign. Um. So yeah, I'm on record of bashing the living shit out of Titanfall in the past.
Just keep punching it.
I played that game on PC when it was in the beta. Might have been the alpha. Pretty sure it was beta. I played it on PC and I was by myself. I didn't have any friends to play it with. Nobody else wanted to play it with me. I wasn't into the whole mech thing. And
mechs are
it
cool,
it bored the shit out of me, dude. I was bored as shit. But I learned that that is a type of game where if you have friends to play with, like you, or like my buddy Patrick, it's a fun ass game. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good balanced multiplayer game. You feel good because you level up like quick, and you're like, yeah, man, I'm fucking rocking
Oh,
this
trust
shit.
me, you do not like that once you get to level 50. I'm about to become Generation 3, and I cannot regenerate to the next prestige until I do like 2 or 3 different challenges. And I'm not doing it anymore. Just not, if I hit level 50, let me just do it without doing anything else. I don't want to run around like a shotgun like all the other nerds do.
Do you have to prestige though?
You don't have to, but I
Well,
do.
then just stay at level 50.
I am.
I'll probably do it once when I'm just like done with that game, and then I'll do it like I did when I sold Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on 360. The day that I sold that game, I just popped it in my 360, went in prestige, got the achievement, took it and sold it. Because I was done with it.
Black Ops 2. The villain was Menendez.
Melendez?
Menendez.
Menendez.
Because Frank was with his smoker cough. Menendez. And
God,
Frank
that game
and
was
then
confusing.
Mason comes and goes, "You look like Howard shit." I don't remember.
What was the old guy's name?
Frank Woods.
No. The guy that you like, you're like going crazy and like seeing everywhere, but he's not really there.
Reznov. I love Tricky Vic.
That fucking Black Ops 1 was the shit. That's still my favorite Call of Duty. Close second would be Call of Duty 4. What is this receipt from? Oh yeah, that's when I got Titanfall. So I don't need this receipt anymore. So I think that's it for gaming. Should we talk about wrestling?
Yes.
2 weeks away from WrestleMania. Not really 2 weeks. It's a week from Sunday. So what happened?
We all know what happened.
What happened?
Stong return.
Stong! He's back. Yeah, I actually watched Raw this week. That was a change.
I know, I did too.
Well, I mainly watched it because I wasn't working that day. Usually I just like read what happens on Facebook and then just delete it off my DVR.
I normally watch the opening and then I turn on Netflix or I watch something else and then I turn it back off at the very end so I can watch the main event. Because we all know something happens in the main event. But what?
Stong. I loved how everyone just saw it coming too, because the crowd was like, "We want Sting."
I think earlier in the day that
We
you'd be
want
there.
Sting. We want Sting. And then, come on. I can't do his theme song. So yeah, they totally set it up for WrestleMania and the end of the month. Did you watch all of Raw?
Yes.
I'm confused. What happened?
Yes, the Divas match went on way too long, you're right.
Exactly. That's why I'm confused. No. I'd
Give Divas a chance.
I'd rather watch the Divas more than half the shit that they put on anyway. Like another John Cena and Rusev moment.
Yes, the actor was bad. He was Russian.
Yeah, that was
in that
horrible.
segment.
I especially love
I
JBL fucking
cringed.
making
It
fun
was
of it.
cringeworthy.
I especially love JBL making fun of it. That was awesome.
JBL makes fun of himself.
Yeah, but he's good at it. No, what happened with like the Authority? Because I just
All
like
right,
I
it
just
was
like
all.
skipped through it, and then like Orton's in the ring, and then Rollins comes out, and he's like, "Oh, but it only took me 3 hours to blah blah blah," and I'm like, "What?"
All right, I'll get to that. I'll explain to you what happened. But here's some breaking news on the gaming front. Raptor
Breaking?
is no longer supporting consoles.
Oh yeah, I got that email.
Now it's strictly PC gaming. Okay, the problem with what happened for all, we had
I don't know
Rollins
if it was
got
a
into a Kane
problem,
and Big
but
Show. He got into a Kane and Big Show. They
okay.
decide not to be at ringside when he versed Randy Rusthold Orton. So
Rest
as the
hold.
night went on, Rollins got into it with J&J Security, or as I call him, Eminem.
Eminem.
And so they decide to go their own way. Jamie Noble quits. I call him a little. He's like a little rat. So then Joey Mercury walks away because he don't have a voice because Mercury and Nitro are not there. So then, I think he was looking for Melina. All right.
Ooh.
So then he goes to Rollins will go to Triple H, and then him and Triple H exchange some words. Stephanie gets into his face because you don't disrespect my wife. Blah blah blah.
What?
Found out it was. To make a long story short, it was all a ploy.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
No, the whole Stephanie got in his face and was like, "Don't disrespect my wife,"
No, I said Triple.
because that was epic.
Okay, then I guess so. Okay, but because Triple H is the woman. Anyway, as it went on, he Rollins goes down the ring. He pulls out his microphone from his leather Triple H pants from back in 1996, 97,
Hey,
like the blue blood pants.
don't make fun of Rollins' attire.
And then the Authority comes up because it was all a ploy for them to trap Randy Orton. So of course Randy Russell Orton gets a chair because again we all know that he had to sit on a chair as he does rest holds. And of course you hear the squawking of a scarecrow of a crow, and of course that's when the Undertaker comes out.
Yeah, that was the big turn right there.
Yeah, it wasn't Sting, it was the Undertaker dressed as Sting.
Everybody was like, "Oh, it's a crow. It must be Stong." And then all of a sudden, Undertaker
No,
came out.
it was Heath Slater as Sting.
That was Did you see Heath Slater's hair?
Yeah, it.
I skipped through it and I stopped and it was just like, whoa. The fuck
but
did you do?
that's what happened. It was all turned on by the it was all like a ploy by the Authority.
So they were just like pretending to like break
It's something
up
like you and I
shit.
would do back on the forum days.
Totally.
You know, MHRW would be quiet, and then we'd come out of nowhere and like start slamming people.
MHRWO. So
That's that.
Sting.
But let's see, Hall of Fame. Who was that guy?
It was Larry Zbyszko.
Oh, that's right, the living legend Larry Zbyszko.
Mm-hmm. What are they gonna call him when he dies?
Huh?
What are they gonna call him when he dies?
The dying legend.
The not so living legend?
No,
I'm not wishing for Larry Zbyszko to die. I don't want anybody to think that. But
he become the dying legend.
the dying legend.
Okay, Larry Zbyszko.
Didn't you ever see Sandlot?
Yes.
Heroes get remembered, but legends,
never die. Follow your heart, kid. You can never go wrong. See? I've seen it.
Oh, shit.
Who can remember and who cannot forget Wendy Pepper? Alright. But the thing about Larry Zbyszko, I'm just shocked that they touched so much on the AWA and WCW and stuff in it.
You're shocked that they did?
Yeah, I'm very floored. But with the rumor next week of quadripedic, I think that's how you say it, Kevin Nash, because he's going to tear his quad every time he walks out. Kevin Nash is going to walk on stage, he's going to tear his quad, he'll fall to the ground, get back up, Triple H will come out with a shovel and hit him in the other leg and tear the other quad until he'll walk equally again.
That's the rumor right now?
The rumor is Kevin Nash will be the final entrant and he'll be the main event because they don't want Savage being the main event because he's not alive to talk.
Bullshit.
Who cares about Kevin Nash? He beat up his son.
Everybody in that fucking audience knows who the main event is. Now, is he going to go in as Kevin Nash or is he going to go in as Diesel?
Going in as Kevin Nash.
That's bullshit, because they made fucking Scott Hall go in as Razor Ramon.
I know, but what? Well, of course, when they announced Kevin Nash, you know what they're mainly going to talk about? How he defeated Goldberg. Kevin Nash is the modern day Triple H of WCW.
Well, he was the booker, so.
Well,
And
yeah,
right after he became the booker, like not even a month
we're not talking
later,
about Booker
he's
T.
the
We're
one
not
to
talking about
defeat.
Booker T. We're
No.
just talking about the Booker.
We're talking about the actual booker of the shows. Not even a month after he becomes booker, he's the one that breaks Goldberg's streak, which wasn't as impressive as fucking Undertaker's streak.
Can we talk about that?
No.
It's almost been a year since. Has it been a year since the streak died?
WrestleMania 30 was. When the fuck did WrestleMania 30 happen? What day was WrestleMania 30?
According to Wikipedia, WrestleMania XXX was the 30th annual WrestleMania professional wrestling pay-per-view event produced by WWE. It took place on April 6, 2014, at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Well,
It'll be
it's
a
still
year the
painful.
day after Christmas. Christmas! Wow! The day after Easter.
It's still painful.
It's still painful. I still cry myself to sleep at night.
Again, Brock Lesnar did not benefit really from it because Brock Lesnar didn't need it.
But did Roman Reigns benefit from it?
No, because Roman Reigns can't talk.
Because
That's
what this whole thing is about. I called it back at SummerSlam.
But here's the thing: Roman Reigns needs to stop wearing his little cargo pants with his little pleather vest. He needs to actually look like a wrestler.
He can't.
He's trying to be like a
G.I.
G.I. Joe ripoff.
He can't drop those Shield days.
No, he can't. He's still living off the Shield. The problem is, they should have had. If they were going to have somebody end it, they should have had Bray Wyatt end it, and they should have had the Wyatt family help him do it, and resurrect the Wyatt family together.
They should have had CM Punk do it.
He wouldn't have benefited from it.
If he wouldn't have left the company, he would have benefited from it.
We have to talk about Philip again.
Yes.
Because my thing is, could you imagine? No, but I always said this. I think the two top candidates that should have did it, the one I was wrong about now. A few WrestleManias ago, when Legacy was big, I always said that Ted DiBiase was going to be the standout star of Legacy, and that Ted DiBiase should have been the one to end the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, because that would have thrown him, you know. But if they would turn Cody Rhodes back into, Stardust back into Cody Rhodes, I would love to see Cody Rhodes even do it. Because you're going to have the American Dream come down with his bionic elbow. If you will.
I did not see that coming.
Well, I had to do my American Dream impersonation. Because I won with kings and queens, and I dined on pork and beans.
Pork and beans. Oh, shit.
The massive splotch on his chest. Love the American Dream.
Did you watch SmackDown?
I don't watch the B plus show.
I haven't watched SmackDown in like 2.5
Honestly,
years.
you know, the last time I maybe watched SmackDown maybe once out of every like 3 or 4 years. But that's only if I catch it as I'm like scrolling through the channels.
I won't even
Or
watch
it's
it
on
if
my
I
God.
catch it. I won't even watch it if I catch it. I'll do something else. I can't
If
watch
whatever you
SmackDown.
see on Raw will be on SmackDown.
Yeah. That's true.
Seriously, whatever's on Raw will be a repeat of SmackDown. So think about it. If Rusev crushes Jack Swagger on SmackDown, he's going to crush Jack Swagger a second time.
Now, here's the real kicker. Did you watch TNA?
I don't get the channel.
I do get the channel. And I still don't watch TNA. I don't like to waste my free time.
Here's the true kicker about TNA.
They suck.
It's online support.
It's been on live support.
How Dixie's Corner is still financing it. The rumor is every wrestler on the roster is currently apparently making only $4.99 a match.
That's not even enough to pay for the WWE Network.
And they get a 20% off ticket for their buffet next to Orlando. So again, they're doing very well for themselves.
They work one match. They can't even afford the WWE Network.
No, they can.
For $9.99. I can't believe we just plugged WWE Network on our podcast.
Yeah. What my problem? I was watching some TNA today actually. Here's my problem with TNA.
What the fuck did you just say?
I watched TNA. I was watching on YouTube. I was watching
classic
TNA. But
Oh,
when
classic.
AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Abyss, Daniels,
Oh, so back when TNA was actually good.
back then I watched TNA religiously compared to WWE.
Who is left in TNA? Seriously, like...
Well, we can't say Abyss because he's known as Joseph Park now in a tracksuit that probably doesn't even know where he's even at from day to day.
No, I don't think he's Joseph Park anymore.
TNA had everything that they needed. The problem is Dixie Carter got so wrapped up in bringing in
They had
has-been.
Stong.
They had Stong. They had Christian Cage. They had AJ Styles. The best
They
match
had the
ever.
Hulkster. They had the Hulkster.
Hogan did nothing for them. Hogan ruined it. Okay. AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe. Best match ever.
Best match. Well, for TNA.
TNA put on quality stuff until she got. I guess she was on the rag all the time because every time she changed her rag, she like brought somebody new in. Trust me, the thing about it is, TNA is a shell of itself. Again, Hogan and Bischoff destroyed it.
Do you think, sir, that we will ever see Kurt Angle in a WWE ring again?
No.
No. That breaks my
Because-
heart.
Would I love to see Kurt Angle come back for one more match? I would love to because he's a phenomenal athlete. He might be even one of the best.
I would love to see Kurt Angle come back for 100 more matches.
We'll never be able
Seriously.
to. Well, because I don't think he'll be able to pass the test
physical?
to come back.
Yeah.
He won't be able to pass his physical.
Do you think if he never comes back to the company, like never, do you think that we would one day see him in the Hall of Fame?
I think he'll be back in the company in some form. I don't think he could come back as maybe a trainer, maybe, but he will never be an in-ring athlete. Trainers can go in and take some bumps, but WWE would never have him on a full-time schedule. He might
Well,
come back and do a
But what about
Undertaker
the Hall of
schedule.
Fame?
Hall of Fame. Is he worthy of the Hall of Fame?
Hell yeah.
Yes, it's arguable because some people say, well, he was only there for a few years, but look at some of the people that's in there. Mr. T got in because of his mama, for Christ's sakes. So I'm saying, would I love Kurt Angle in there? Yes, because Kurt Angle would come out and he'd probably have two cartons of milk and he'd probably smash them together and drink them as Stone Cold and Duck Scene.
It's true.
But what
It's damn
I would-
true.
I'd love to see Kurt. The rumor is Kurt talked to Triple H about coming back. Triple H wanted him on a full-time basis, and Kurt didn't want to. And Triple H said that's the only reason why that he would not bring him back. But it makes me wonder if Kurt Angle was still marketable, which I believe he is. Triple H
yeah.
would have did everything in his power play to do it. So I can't imagine he's making that much money at TNA to want to stay there. Kurt Angle's only making $14.99 a match.
He can afford the WWE Network.
Oh, he can. He's reliving his youth. He watches himself, and then he gets his wrestling buddies from in his kids' room, and he does the angle slam to everything.
Does he still have the little cowboy hat?
And he even has Stone Cold Sheriff badge.
Oh, snap.
I went there.
What was that?
My list of games for the
Oh, that's what you think of your list of games.
Stone Cold would say, how it goes. Not happening. But yes, I'm hoping Angle. I'm hoping. I don't wish death on anybody, but Martha Hart really needs to go away if we ever want to see Owen Hart in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Then again, I never thought we'd see Savage or Warrior, so...
Well, the only reason why Warrior wanted to go into Hall of Fame is because he got to float his ego at the very end and get the Warrior award at every Hall of Fame.
Whoa!
I'm not cracking it because of Conor the Crusher. I'm not cracking it, but Warrior always has to come out on top somehow. That's how Warrior is.
Dude, he died.
So did Macho Man, but Macho Man didn't want a Slim Jim.
Macho Man did want a Slim Jim.
That
He
man
wanted,
was
he wanted to snap into that bitch.
He told
Dude.
Miss Elizabeth every time because he was so mad at her.
Have you ever seen that Skyrim mod for the Macho Man Dragon?
Yes, with his head on the
That is
dragon.
epic, dude.
Yes.
I love that mod.
All right, do you think we'll see Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley ever back as a tag team in WWE?
Well, we already saw Bubba Ray.
Well, we saw, as I call him, brother.
Brother.
Do you think he'll ever
Brother
come
Ray?
back? Do you think that they'll ever come back as a tag team,
As a tag team,
or do you think we saw him as a one-time appearance and that was it, like a one-trick pony?
I want to say no, that we didn't see it as just a one-time thing, because I would love to see the Dudley Boys back for one more run. I think that it would be cool if they did like with them what they did with like the New Age Outlaws. Know what I mean?
Agree? Yeah.
So not like a full-time thing. I don't think we'll ever see that. Did it look? I don't know. Maybe it was just me, but Bubba Ray looked
Chunkier?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he lost
I
like
thought
all that weight in TNA to be like
he wasn't going from TNA that
Bully
long, was he?
Ray.
Before he went to WWE for the Royal Rumble.
he wasn't what?
Was he going from TNA for a while before he was in the Rumble?
I have no idea.
Because when he come out, I was like, wow, he picked up a lot of weight because he was looking really good because he looked like that was the best shape he's been in a long time.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe that's the best shape he's ever been in, period. But that's what I thought. I thought he looked chunky when he came out.
I was just like,
I mean, I don't have never
damn.
talk, but you know,
Yeah, totally.
that's what happens when you leave the aces and eights.
Aces and eights. God.
That's when you leave the aces and eights. But
TNA's downfall.
But my problem with WWE though, they have potential in the tag division, but they destroy it every time. Every time
What
I
about
feel
Tyson
that WWE
and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro?
outside, let's think about it. Eventually WWE will be stupid enough and they'll break the Usos up. They broke up Rowan and Harper.
They broke up
always-
the Wyatt family, man.
I love the Wyatt family. The thing is,
What were they
break up
thinking?
every tag team. Look, Goldust and Stardust, they were entertaining. The thing is, Stardust does not work without Goldust. I don't care what anybody says. It does not work.
Yeah, he needs to drop the Stardust now.
My problem is WWE. They get the tag team division rolling, and then they start pulling it apart again. It's like the Divas division. It's a fucking joke because they're so worried about Total Divas. Hell, Eva Marie's on every episode of Total Divas, but you're lucky if you see her on Raw maybe once every 20 years.
Hey, I like Total Diva.
I watch Total Divas, but what I'm saying is,
It's like
you see Eva
it's
Marie
like free
once every
softcore
20 years on
porn.
Raw. The only time you ever see Rosa Menendez is whenever she's lesboing with somebody. She's scissoring somebody in the back. Rumor is it's Michael P.S. Hayes because he's just as lesbo as her.
And that's why I told Chad to watch Total Diva.
And I have nothing against lesbians. I do not. But
Neither do
that's
I.
what I'm saying. That's the thing is, for something that's so PG, they make it so provocative on there, though.
Well, because that's on the E network.
Yeah.
The same network as the Kardashians.
Those skanks.
Yeah. You know those skanks came in, I don't know if I told you that they came into my store.
Are you serious?
It was before I worked there. But it was to promote that Sears, because I work at Sears in case anybody didn't know. They were promoting, because we sold, we don't do it anymore, but their Kardashian collection. Like their clothes.
Okay, I have nothing against you working at Sears because I love going to Kmart because Kmart and Sears is the same thing technically.
Yeah.
Okay, but I couldn't imagine that they would actually go to a Sears because they're so high. I don't mean that in a negative way, so please don't take it that way.
No, not at all.
But what I'm saying is, to
I
me,
can't believe it
Sears
either.
does not. I would assume Macy's would be a higher class for them.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that they sell their stuff at Macy's.
But you know what I mean? You think
I
they would
haven't
go
been
to
to
Macy's
Macy's, I
first.
can't confirm that, but yeah,
We
totally.
have a Macy's out at my mall,
Totally.
and I don't see how they're still open because my area doesn't. People in my area they make money, but they don't make a lot. You know what I mean? Problem is Macy's is extremely expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised Macy's has survived in my area for so long.
I'm
But
surprised
you think
Sears has survived in
JCPenney's
mine.
You think JCPenney's or Macy's would have sold the Kardashian? But when you sit there and say Sears, I'm like, to me, that's like them spitting on Walmart, being like, you're not good enough.
Well, they came in to my
Trust
store.
me, your store needs an exorcism.
It was before I worked there, but I hear the stories from the guys in the back, which is where I work. I work in the receiving department. And
Apparently,
they confirmed everything that I already knew.
that they're
That
skanks.
they were total fucking bitches, dude.
Are you
Like,
surprised?
They came in through the back of the store where we work. That was their entrance. They didn't want to come in through the front for some reason. So they come
Of course they
in
don't.
and they take the elevator up that we use to take up the merchandise for the members. And one of my buddies from the back is standing up there sweeping the merchandise pickup area, and he's like, "Oh, hey, hello, how you doing?" To them, they just walk on by. Like, they didn't have time to talk to him or to answer any of his questions.
But he had time to put out their merchandise.
Yeah, exactly. And to go get it for the customers. Fuck the Kardashians.
Well, the only reason why they're the way they are is because their mom slept with some attorney guy and got the money, and now that Bruce is becoming a woman, they're going to capitalize on that so they can continue. Now she's banging Kanye because her ass is too big and his ego's too big, so it matches each other.
This podcast is not a huge thing yet, but
I will say this.
Go ahead.
Who in their hell names their kid North and West? God, I need another soda now, for Christ's sakes.
West. I will lose fans over this. If you are a fan of the Kardashians, you should probably close this podcast.
As Chef Ramsay would say, you watch Hell's Kitchen or anything like that with Chef Ramsay, Google him, because you'll see some of his insults, because his favorite thing is fuck off. That's what I'll tell everybody. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Where are you going?
Get another soda because I'm browned up now. If this was alcohol, I'd be drunk by now.
What time is it? Oh, fuck, it's
5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock here.
I said it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock here.
5 o'clock somewhere. Let's keep going.
But what?
That's the thing now.
5-hour episode.
Oh, you know Dog the Bounty Hunter was actually in my Walmart?
Really?
Yeah, him, Beth, and Leland, and the older brother. I don't know what his name is.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I only know who he is. I have never seen the show.
They were in my Walmart, and I don't know what they were
they hunting somebody?
I think they were. They stopped in my Walmart to get something, and believe it or not, when they had security around them as they went through the store, but when they were leaving, they said they were very friendly to everybody, saying hi to people. They did not snub anybody, and so
that's
Dog
what
the
I
Bounty
like.
Hunter.
Celebrities that are like that.
But here's Dog the Bounty Hunter. Get on the fucking ground. Get on the fucking ground. Go, Jesus, man, praise. Holy, he's a holy man. He's very righteous.
Are you a holy man?
Very righteous. You know who Turtle Man is?
No.
You haven't heard of the Turtle Man?
No.
Okay, Turtle Man's been here multiple times. He's on, I think, Discovery, I think. He
The only
comes to
thing
people's
I watch
houses.
on Discovery is Mythbusters.
Alright, Turtle Man goes to people's houses, and, like, you don't have to pay, like, just say for instance, I have a possum underneath my porch that will not leave, or I have a skunk. I call Turtle Man and tell him, you know, I don't have a lot of money, but I can bake you some cookies and get you a bowl of soup for doing it. He will come out and do it for you. That's what he does. That's his show, basically. Turtle Man. He's a hillbilly. He wears a cowboy hat. He's missing half his teeth. But he's a god.
A fucking dozen cookies come mow my fucking lawn.
The man is a legend. He's been here multiple times, and John Cena has actually been at my BP right up the road from me. My neighbor that I used to live over.
The John Cena?
The Juan Cena.
Mr. Nikki Bella?
Yes, because he was filling up his gas, because apparently they were going to DC that night. And everybody was too afraid to go over and talk to him because he was a celebrity. I'm like, I would have went over to him and be like, here's the sixth move that I could tell you. Use a body slam.
Sixth move? Oh, shit.
He's like a Pokemon. I'm going to teach him a new move. Use the body slam.
John Cena, learn body slam.
Or don't use a tackle no more. You use it too much. You're like being like I don't even know a Pokemon that uses tackle, but you know what I mean.
A lot of Pokemon use tackle.
Pokemon, gotta catch him. Well, yeah, but yeah, John Cena. Oh, Mick Foley is coming out in my area in like the next town over, which is like 5 minutes away. He's gonna be here in May 18th at a classic video game store, and I've already met Mick Foley once, so I'm not worried. But I'm thinking about going to Roddy Piper's in July.
You have a classic video game store near you?
Yeah, it's vintage, yeah.
Damn, that's awesome. I have
It's
one out here
vintage, as Michael Cole would say, vintage.
I have one out here, it's not close to me, but it's not far, called Gameplay.
We
They
have...
sell everything.
It used to be called Back to the Media, but they closed down and they reopened again within a few weeks because him and his partner, they split because he went back home where he was originally from.
Mm-hmm.
So he opened Tom Warp Media up where he lives in Pennsylvania. He reopened a store down here called Back to the Media. They sell like vinyl records, regular like old time video game stuff, everything you can think of from every console. Um, we have one over by this banging buffet place. That
Banging
one's called
buffet.
Yeah, it's a banging buffet place. Oh my god, I go there. It's like I gotta wear the sweats.
Is that like the name of it?
No, it's called Supreme Buffet.
Oh,
The Chinese buffet.
That was your just your description then.
But
I was
in
like,
there,
banging buffet.
and I'm gonna open a new place called Banging Buffet.
Yeah, totally.
But right down from them, if you walk out and you look to your right, down at the bottom, they have a thing called Cartridges Galore. There's another one down in Martinsburg by my dad's work.
How many
And there's one in Pennsylvania. So we got it's the hottest thing here right now. So everybody's opening them up.
I need to move out there. We only have one that I know of.
They're not too bad on the
only 'cause
prices
I've been
either.
there. I'm thinking maybe I need a Nintendo.
No, you need a Pretendo.
A Pretendo.
Yeah, because we're too old for it now.
Look, I have it right here. It's a Pretendo. A Pretendo
Pretendo.
entertainment system.
I love going to the stores, but the only bad thing about going to a retro game store, they act like you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're looking at games, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You never played this game. It's like, dude, I played. I can be talking about WWF No Mercy. Oh, you don't
Good
remember the
fucking
good days
game.
of wrestling. I'm like, bitch, you don't know how many days I played that thing.
We were just playing that at Chad's house the other day.
My God, I hate when I got. And then you feel forced like you gotta buy stuff. Like
I don't feel forced at all. I just buy stuff.
no, when you go in there, it's like you look at something to go, that's like bottom price. You can't get it nowhere cheaper. I'm like, I can get it on eBay for like $4 cheaper. Well,
Can't get nowhere cheaper. Oh, really? I got this Amazon app right here.
and they're like, oh, but you're supporting us to keep us open. It's like, oh, well, will you like, Ray took his Xbox.
I'm
360.
supporting Amazon too.
When we were in there, this guy took his Xbox 360 in, and he was asking how much he wanted for it. They're like, oh, we'll give you $40 for it. The guy goes, how much you go sell for? He goes, probably about 80 or 90. He goes, I'll take it with me. So no.
That's how it is, man. GameStop.
Yeah, but still, I don't mind going any places, but they're just. It's just one of those things, more or less. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind going to them. It's like going into GameStop anymore. Is like I'd rather take like a pair of scissors and like stab myself in the face.
I don't know if GameStop's that bad, but
Okay, mine. There was a guy that used to work at our GameStop. We called him Lispy. Okay, just picture this.
I can't imagine
that-
why.
You know that Mimi or Meme, however you pronounce it. Everybody does it differently.
Meme?
Okay, that guy. He's overweight. He's chubby, but like he has like all like the freckles, like the pimples over his face. He has like the split black hair, like in a ponytail, and
Oh yeah.
he's like the computer nerd. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what he looks like.
Really?
Glasses on. Okay, I think the Mimi had glasses on. Okay, but anyway, he you go in there. He tells us with a list. He goes, "How you guys doing today?" And like we tried to buy a PlayStation 2 controller for when Brad was in church. It was for the youth group up there, and it had $6.50 on it. So Brad figured he'll go and buy it. He goes, "We priced it wrong. I'm not selling to you for $6.50. I'm gonna sell to you for $13.25." Brad's like, "No, I'm buying it for us." They get into an argument. So finally they sell it to Brad for the price. He goes, "Do you want to pre-order anything else? Because we got Final Fantasy, whatever it was for." He goes, "No." Well, Final Fantasy is the best thing in the whole world, and he's like going on. He's lisping everywhere, for Christ's sake. He's spitting when he's lisping.
I cannot stand Final Fantasy.
That's all he talks about. Somebody comes in, yeah, I want to do a pre-order. If you're going to do pre-order Final Fantasy while you're at it. That's what he said during the middle of us.
I want to pre-order Battlefield 5. Yeah, you need to pre-order Final Fantasy.
Or you go in there and be like, I want to get a copy of Battlefield Hardline. You put it down. He'll go like this. Let me see. He puts it behind the shelf. It's Final Fantasy. That's how he is. But he hasn't worked at our GameStop in a long
This is
time,
what
so I
you
wonder.
need to play.
So we think is every time somebody traded a copy of Final Fantasy, he lisps so hard that he's behind the desk to hold him on my precious.
My precious.
That's that. So that's lispy. I'm trying to think if there's anything good out here other than no. I think that's about it. He's a legend.
Well, there's one good thing. Two good things? One.
And that is
Tonight,
No,
at
Supernatural comes
at
back.
8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock. Arrow is returning tonight, bitches. Arrow.
I'd be a little bit more
Arrow.
concerned that Supernatural comes back tonight.
I wouldn't be concerned about that because that show sucks.
Excuse me?
It sucks.
Oh, Arrow's inconsistencies. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
When the Flash is doing so much better.
Whoa! The Flash is not better. It's just as good.
Yeah, the Flash.
I love
is
the
better.
Flash.
See why?
Flash was awesome
Here's
last
why.
night.
The Flash is better. Woo! See, I'm back in a Flash. Come on. You want to talk about Supernatural? Supernatural. Now,
You want to talk about Arrow? Let's talk about Arrow, bitch.
you see who logged? Oh, you're not on Xbox, but guess who just logged on?
Who?
Our Lord and Savior himself,
Major?
the person who commented on the Major. I don't even have to say it at this point. You know.
Oh, I know.
I'll just do this. Ready?
Should we wrap it up?
I still got.
Is there anything else?
I still got a few minutes. Let's see.
I mean, we can keep talking after the show's over.
And then we'll just cut this shit then. No, is there anything that we can talk that's controversial still?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
Alright, tell me why I'm wrong about. Okay, here's one I wanted to talk about earlier. Why am I so wrong about
MHRWO
this?
discussions.
Why am I so
Because
wrong
it's a
about
good game, man.
Okay, do you want to hear my grievances?
It brought back old school survival horror, like old school Resident Evil before Resident Evil turned to shit.
Alright, here's my problem.
Why is Outlast a masterpiece, but you can't do shit in that game to protect yourself?
Because A, I can outrun the enemy, you know, that big man bear pig looking thing in Outlast without a problem. This though,
But in this game, there's stuff that you can't outrun.
I know. We had that big bitch with the chainsaw thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. First off, he cut my leg and I was limping like Dr. House, where I had no Vicodin. So, okay. So I'm outside now in this wooded area. Okay.
Yeah.
And I found 2 bottles, so I gotta distract the enemy so I can pass them. The problem is you gotta go so slow, and they turn around so quick, and they see you. So it's like either I stay it's like walk like an Egyptian and just stay still.
Sorry, Dion.
Or it's like you gotta keep finding a way, but then when they chase you, only have like 1 bullet because you can't find ammo. And it's like I try to melee them, and it keeps making me try to shoot my gun instead for some reason, which I don't know why. Why can't I just pistol whip them? And guess what? They hit me. This is what they do. The enemy's like, ugh. Oh, there goes half my energy. I'm dead.
What happens in Outlast?
That bitch has a punch.
I come up like, oof.
No. The guy with the long needle hand thingies, the guy that cuts off your fingers, the scissor guy. No, he's like, ironclad.
Okay, but you can't do anything besides run. That should be the running and hiding simulator 2014.
Then why give me a gun if you're not going to give me bullets?
Wasn't there a Call of Duty?
That's like okay. That's like me giving you a hamburger without the hamburger patty. That
McDonald's did that to me before.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. When I was little,
Did you go back?
My parents were going out for the night, so my grandma was babysitting me. We went and got me a McDonald's Happy Meal. I don't like all that shit on my burger. I ordered a cheeseburger, Happy Meal plain. I got home. I had 2 buns and a piece of cheese.
Fucking yum.
Fucking yum, except they forgot the patty.
No. I went to McDonald's the other week with my mom. We got breakfast. We ordered 2 sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches and 2 hash browns. Simple. We get up to the window and we get home. It's well, we thought it was. We get home, so I'm getting everything out of the bag. I'm really hungry. Here's the thing with my mom and I. We go grocery shopping, so saying, "Oh, we got food in the car." We still stop at McDonald's because we're too lazy to make something.
That's how you
Here's the
gotta
thing.
do it.
We got a box of donuts in the back seat that we got from the bakery, fresh right out of the thing. No, we're still stopping at McDonald's because we have to have our sausage McMuffin. We get home, hers is a sausage McMuffin. You know what mine is? Mine's the steak one. Fucking
Steak?
idiot. Yeah, they got a steak McMuffin.
Ew.
Onion, steak and onion McMuffin.
Ew.
It was disgusting. I fed it to
I
my
don't think
dog.
we have that out here.
You ever see the pictures of Max on Facebook where he's showing his teeth?
Mm-hmm.
He took a bite and that's the face he showed afterwards.
Ew, I can't imagine that.
He was confused. No, but that's what it is. But playing that though, my problem with it is I'm so used to the whole run and gun, and that's fine. But maybe I need to play it on easy. There are
Lower
some
the
people that say
difficulty.
that the game is brutal in certain parts. They say
It is brutal.
But the thing is,
Brutal.
I'm ready to.
It's probably not as brutal as Outlast's fucking hard difficulty. Or if you
That's
die,
the way achievement
or if you
is.
die fucking 5 hours into the game, you have to start over from the beginning. Fuck that noise.
It's just like, I mean,
I'm not saying Outlast ain't scary. Outlast scared the fuck out of me on YouTube.
I loved it.
People have seen that happen. But people call it a survival horror game, and to me that's not survival horror.
no, it's not. But
Yes, you have to survive, and yes, it is horror, but it's not a survival horror game.
my problem with The Evil Within, I think I went into it thinking it was going to play similar. Like, I watched gameplay videos, and it kind of gave me the vibe of playing The Last of Us for some reason. Like
Yeah,
the
I don't
movement
think you
and
should
stuff.
go into it, Last of Us.
Well, I'm talking about like how it follows the characters and like how some of the mechanics were. I think that's why it kind of gave me the vibe of The Last of Us.
Did you ever play Resident Evil 4?
I played the original Resident Evil on PS1, and I played Resident Evil 5 and 6.
Oh, so you skipped right over like 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, a lot of people compare Evil Within to Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, it's a lot like it. It brought back that old school, back when games were.
I mean, it's not bad.
I don't
mean,
want to
I'm
say
not,
scary because Outlast was scary, like I said, but
I think it's more frustration, because like I said, I'm trying like there's all these enemies, and I'm trying to find stuff like to get their attention, but I'm not
Hey!
finding anything.
get the fuck over here.
Well, I don't know why I just can't use my Kinect and make noises and like draw them somewhere else.
Because it's not Dead Rising.
Because I could be like,
I learned that you could do that, by the way.
hey, we still haven't co-opted yet. There's an achievement called Be a Dick for 5G. I need that.
What do you have to
I
do?
gotta just join somebody's game.
Really?
Yeah, it's a 5-point achievement. Because I beat everything in Dead Rising. I'm done everything. It's just I need that achievement before I install it.
We're gonna start co-oping on Twitch. You guys can check that out. I'll put the link to my Twitch down there. Go follow my Twitch and check out our live co-op nights. Or
We gotta do that
days.
soon.
I'm free
gotta
after
do Dead
this.
And we gotta even. We
You
gotta
have
do.
to watch Supernatural and I have to watch Arrow, but
Nobody likes Arrow. There's a difference.
hey,
But
everybody likes Arrow. Even if you don't like Arrow, you fucking like Arrow.
Bray Wyatt doesn't like Arrow.
Yes, he does.
No.
You know why he likes Arrow?
Because he can't. No, I don't know.
What were you gonna say?
I was going to cut the Undertaker promo, but use Arrow instead. Because Oliver's looking for redemption to Al Ghul, whatever. That's what my guide says.
Ow.
So
it's,
I'll just say Ragu.
It's Ra's al Ghul.
Okay. For,
Are you not a Batman
Ragu,
fan?
It's like the spaghetti sauce, Ragu. So Oliver's looking for redemption from Ragu. So
Ragu.
Bray Wyatt is telling Oliver that he cannot be his
Damn.
redemption.
Damn.
Hey, I make this classy.
That's not the word of the day.
Stupendous.
That isn't the word of the day either.
I forgot what the word of the day
So
was.
did I. It's a P word, I know that.
It's a precious moment.
I don't think it was precious.
Okay. No, I can't talk about that. I have to tell you off. When I think of precious, I think of something.
We'll do that off camera. Oh,
Oh my god, that was great.
that is such an inside joke that I don't want to
I can't stop
share
laughing
with
about
everybody
it.
else. What? Where'd you go?
Oh my god, I
Oh,
can't stop laughing about it. I got like tears rolling down my face.
just think of something
I
else.
can't-
I think we're. I
Jesus.
think. I think we're done. We're like
Yes,
loopy
cut
now.
it.
We're like loopy. All right, so I think that's it.
This precious moment needs to end.
I think episode 1 is completely finished. So we want to thank you guys for checking us out this week for episode 1 of Wrestling with Games. I do
And
want
a very special shout out though
to.
to our favorite viewer, Karen.
Oh yeah,
We all love Mrs. Da Silva.
totally.
She is Mother Gaming, as I call her.
Mother Gaming.
She is Mother Gaming. She is, seriously, I would love to have her on here.
She's our number 1 fan.
She is our number 1 fan, and maybe she's my only fan. Well, outside of you. You're like, well, see, you turn heel every other month. So I lose a fan, gain a fan, lose a fan, gain a fan. So.
I turn heel more than Big Show.
You turn heel more than McDonald's turns a profit, but McDonald's hasn't turned a profit in 9 months. So you've been actually stable.
Is that true?
Turning heel. Yeah, McDonald's has had losses for the last 9 months.
Damn. They're like fucking rich though. They're like Bill Gates rich. They don't need a
Tell me
profit
about
every
it.
month. I do want to say that this podcast will evolve over time. A month from now, this podcast won't look anything like this.
And it will not be like the game Evolve.
I just need no. It won't be shitty and cost you a shitload of money. Yeah, I just need time to figure stuff out and to. I'm gonna be getting myself a better microphone along with a stand for my mic, like an official.
You know what you need?
What do I need?
You need to do that screen in the back like you and Chad did. Like, you guys are playing your guitars in the background of the space. Remember back in the day? That was classic.
We don't need to do that.
You need to do that. That was classy. And we're going to do vintage. We got to do a vintage day.
Vintage what?
I don't know. I just like the word vintage.
Just vintage?
Just vintage.
Vintage Mother Gaming.
Oh, Arrow's on right here, actually, now at my house.
Hey. And you're not watching it.
We're 28 minutes into
You're not a
Arrow
fan.
over here.
Really?
I mean, I could watch it and give you a full detailed review word for word. Hell, you know what I could do? Seriously, next week.
This says
you
you're
want to watch-
29 minutes in.
Oh no, you know what I could do for you next week? You want to watch Arrow so bad? I could turn to CW on at my house, have my Kinect when at my TV, and you can watch it here and then watch it again. Hey, you get to see it 3 hours before.
I wish I could just see it 3 hours before here. That would help a lot. CW Network.
TV now.
TV now.
I like the little jingle, TV now. That was my ringtone for my sister for a bit, because we talk about the CW every day.
Cause you fucking love that Supernatural.
I cannot help that.
I'm not saying it's bad. I've never seen it, but
It has Precious in it.
it's not like you're. It's not like you're saying that Arrow's bad, right?
Arrow does not have Precious on it, so no, it is not good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go murder my co-star here, and
No, we need a mascot. We need a mascot for our show.
we already have a mascot,
Precious.
Oliver Queen.
No, I got our mascot.
Dude, we gotta end the show.
We'll end it when I'm ready to end it.
Are you grabbing fucking Phil?
Our true mascot.
Now tell the short version of the story here. You did not buy that version of the game when it came out.
Me and Marcus.
You
How did I
didn't-
get this?
You didn't buy that with the game, right? When it came out.
No, because I already have my copy paid off. Because I like the standardized case. I don't like limited edition cases because they don't look right.
What do you mean they don't look right?
Well, I like the cover art for Gears of War 3, and I got this too. Adam Phoenix's medallion
Uh,
with the code on it for his multiplayer character, and then of course I got all the documents inside. But what it is, I had my copy paid off. I took all my games I had, traded every game I had, because Brad wanted Gears of War. He wanted the limited edition one. So I gave him every game I had, and he only had to put a few dollars to it. So I'm like, give me the Marcus statue. That's what I wanted.
Why would he get the limited edition and not want the statue, though?
Because most of my games covered the cost.
How come your Kinect's not following you like it did last week?
Because I have it turned off.
Oh.
No, but what I was saying is, I covered most of the cost.
Oh.
No. See, mine covered most of the cost, so I told him, I said, put the few dollars to it. I said, I want the Marcus statue, so that's what I got. I got the Marcus statue. He kept. So then he made a deal with me. He wanted the flaming weapon. He wanted the flaming weapons from the beta. So he goes, if you get them in the beta coal for me from the Thrash Bowl coal beta one, he goes, I'll give you Adam Phoenix when I get it. So then he gave me the Adam Phoenix also.
Damn.
All because he wanted flaming weapons.
I need to get a brother.
Oh, and you know what else? Okay, here's a true fact for you. I even glitched Gears of War.
True fact?
I glitched Gears of War 2 to get him to level 100 so he would give me Adam Phoenix. He wanted the gold weapons because he wanted the gold shotgun. Because if I kept doing it for multiple people, I would have gotten in a lot of trouble. So I had to be careful how many did for. Because if you popped your achievement right, you'd have the achievement, but it would still be locked and it would have no timestamp on it. So like if they were going through your achievements right, you'd have all these achievements, but some of them would be locked, and it wouldn't make sense how you got one achievement but not this one, because you should have got this one before you got that one. So it wouldn't have made no sense. You could tell that it popped. That you glitched it. So that's what I'm saying. I had to be very careful with who I did it. Because at the time, your gamer score was really high.
Yeah, I used to be the king.
But you're about to...
How do you figure? You're still like fucking 10,000 ahead of me.
I just hit 81,000. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm fucking sitting steady at like 70,300.
It's like right now. It's like the Power Ranger movie. You're Ivan Ooze, and I'm Zordon, and you're about to come in and start going zap zap, and then Alpha's going to come and go ay 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 ay, and you're going to be like zap bitch, ay 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 ay, yeah. True story.
Zap bitch.
Like zap bitch. I think if that's said, I think as the All-American region says, it ends tonight.
I think it needs to end.
This needs to end.
Thank you guys for sticking with us for this long. As I said, this podcast will evolve over time. So I want to thank you for checking out episode 1, the official episode 1 of Wrestling with Games. And you're telling the viewer peace.
I'm telling it's episode 2.
No, it's not. That episode was like episode 0 or 0.5. It wasn't
if you
episode
say
1.
So.
I do say so. Alright, so we will see you guys next week, hopefully, if we aren't busy. And Phil
Me and Philip will see you later.
Thanks for watching, and keep on wrestling with those games.
Keep on rolling.